everyone out there in the world, happy Thanksgiving to you if you celebrate it, and happy Thanksgiving to you even if you don't. We are Of Dice and Men, a tabletop role-playing system in a new age of Dungeons & Dragons. As we playtest 1D&D, we ask ourselves, what is 5e about? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. There's been a debate online in recent years that Dungeons & Dragons has no genre. It has no point. And I agree with that debate. Dungeons & Dragons is excellent for swords and sorcery campaigns where heroes always win and save the day. But not every story can be brought to a satisfying conclusion within that rule set. And that is why we created this show, where we get together with our friends and we learn to play a new system from scratch in a different setting and see if we can get a more satisfying story than the D20 5e system can allow. To that end, we have decided to try our hand at the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition, a D4 through D12 system. We're loving it so far. It's a lot of fun. And we are playing it in the Deadlands Reloaded setting, a very heavily homebrewed setting, bringing back some classic Deadlands themes, also with a bit of my own story that I think would be fun to play. My name is Sid, and before I rattle on all night about theory crafting tabletop games, I am your marshal, which is game speak for Dungeon Master. I have been playing D&D for on and off for 10 years as a Dungeon Master mostly, but when I get to play, I love it. And I'm going to turn it over to our players, who we are one short tonight, but that's okay, we're still going to have a good time. They will tell you a little bit about themselves and the characters they're playing.
What's up, everyone? My name is Justin. The character I play is Jacques Cyrus in this campaign. It's a pretty interesting character. Tends to keep to himself, but he's got a pretty interesting background story. And throughout these past few campaigns, it's been slowly unraveling. And I'm interested to see where it takes us this evening.
And I'm DJ. I play as Cletus Jackson III. If you guys have been following, this has been my first experience in a tabletop role-playing type game. Having a great time with it. I'm actually really falling into the character and actually really getting into the story, which is, a lot of fun. But as far as my character is concerned, he is he's basically like your traveling con man, your snake oil salesman that goes around from town to town just trying to, get some money and try and come up with some sort of con or scheme. And that's basically his goal. But he also has a little trick up his sleeve with some mystical abilities that he has that he does from time to time. So.
I'm John Mesa. I play Duncan Walker, who is one of the original deputies of Black Horse. This is my first campaign as well, and I've been really enjoying it. Actually, my favorite part so far has been all of the occult and supernatural stuff that keeps getting introduced. I feel like it's taking the story in a lot of really cool, twisty and turny directions. So I'm very excited to see where things go from here.
As a young man, Clint Cameron Colmwood's dream was to play the piccolo, but his hands were too strong and they constantly broke that fragile instrument, so he took up a life of law. And his dream is to protect his town now. I stole that from the bad guys. I just watched that the other day. It's a great line. I stole that.
I really like that one.
But no, my name is Sean Christen, and I'm enjoying this. I enjoy the mystery of what's going on now, and how different everyone's reaction to the madness that's going around. So I kind of want to see where it goes, and I guess this is the first arc, and we're already off to a banger, so I'm excited to see how this resolves and where it's going to go in the future. So,
If there is a future.
yeah, unless we die right now, so.
Ooh. Holding for a second. Editor, you can edit this out. Since Rocco's not going to be here, we should probably center you guys, because
Yeah.
So yeah, how about you switch back to you, then I'm gonna turn it back to us, and then.
We'll edit
We
this
moved
out.
there.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So turn it now. I'll do it.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna turn the camera.
Turn it to
Oh,
me.
no, if we're fine. If we just move the entire table over, yeah, hell yeah.
Sweet. Okay, that's
Solving problems.
Oh yeah.
Hit some music. The town of Black Horse, Kansas, 1871. Almost a full year after the anniversary of the American Civil War, which has gone on for a full decade. Black Horse is a town that makes its money building the Transcontinental Railroad towards California, but has recently come under siege by some strange happenings. Gang members that apparently can come back from the dead. Strange replicant plant people who take the shape of other people in the town. And possibly interlopers from down south. But our posse, a stalwart team of seasoned adventurers, have decided to throw all of that to the winds and plan a party for a group of trappers named the Muckenfusses. Most of our last session was done planning said party. And now, I believe it is time to pull the trigger on said party.
Hey, the party is an elaborate scheme to
Yeah.
get information. So the,
Before we do that, is this up here on this side? Is this okay to have?
what are you?
Is it not kosher right now?
Oh.
Should I get rid of
Well,
that?
I think it's safe to leave.
We'll leave it to the editor, you know.
I'll find out by Monday, and I'll make a decision, and I will let you guys
We
know.
are not. We don't have $8 for the verifications.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Guess
I'm
we
gonna
can drop
I'm
that.
gonna put it up there now.
Yeah.
What if Elon was our one viewer? Now he's like can't support
What
this.
if he's gonna go on Joe Rogan's podcast and talk shit about us?
I like the idea that 6 men in their 30s can't pull together $8.
Not today's
You
economy.
understand? This is a recession.
How are we also going to afford our Starbucks? Come on, guys.
We're in a turkey shortage, John.
And Thanksgiving's right around the corner.
So, yes. We kind of left off. The ending of last episode was kind of not so much roleplay, most planning things out and setting things up. So,
We did have, I don't know if Mess was here for it, we did have the reveal that Atticus was back.
Yes.
And then we had, at least I had the idea that the person that brought him back wants to kind of, because the person that would get nothing from as coming back would be, oh god, what's her name? Victoria Rose Harcourt, because she owns a railroad. So we
Yes.
kind of figured him bringing back was put a wrench in their rail company. So that's why we decided it was the, oh god, which one was it? The Lone Star Continental Confederacy? Is that one?
Yeah, Lone Star is the name of the
The Lone Star. So we
Yeah.
thought that it was the Lone Star was behind
Yeah.
bringing Atticus back. So that was what we kind of deduced based on the other rail companies that would gain the most from Atticus coming back.
If you guys, so with that, I can, if you want to make a roll, and you
Okay.
don't have to if you don't want to, but you can make a roll for some more information on what exactly Lone Star Rail Company is.
Yeah, I would love to do that. What is that?
You,
Notice or-
well, what you would roll, you would either roll history or driving. Now that affects the information that you get.
Okay.
Driving would be the operation of the trains themselves. History would be what exactly the history of the rail company, or you could roll occult, which is I could tell you some. If you roll success, that's more in the underbelly of the railroad. I know that
Well,
you.
the only one I have is driving.
So
So any other one would be at a negative. Right?
yeah, but what you roll depends on the information that I get you.
Okay. I'll play it safe for now, and I will roll driving.
Okay, if you get a raise on this, I will say you can roll again one of the other ones.
Okay.
for additional information.
All right, cool. I got a 5.
That is a success. So, what I can tell you is that the rail company is probably the furthest along. It goes along the actual. It goes all. The rail company goes along around the Gulf of Mexico, all the way up through the New Mexico territory, along the border to Mexico, and it is. The target destination is Los Angeles,
Okay.
which is in this, in our world, and most of you would probably know this, except maybe Cletus, is actually a independent, free city-state.
Oh, okay.
It is seceded from the Union. It is called Los Angeles.
Oh.
That is the target destination of their rail company.
And does it start in Texas? Where does it start?
It technically starts in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, so it actually goes all the way west.
Yeah, but it isn't a full railroad.
So
yet.
it's on, and it's gotten to where?
Well,
We don't know that. Okay,
I
that's
can Justin can tell you where it stops if he remembers session 0, because that wasn't too long ago.
no pressure or anything, Justin. It's just that
Well,
this
Justin,
campaign
so
relies on you.
It's up to you. If you want them to know or if you don't remember, I can remind you.
I don't remember.
Okay. Do you want care if everybody knows?
Yeah, I don't care.
It
It's fine.
stops in El Paso.
Okay,
That's where it currently stops.
gotcha.
But there's rail. I will say that there's rail on the other side. Like on both sides, it just stops in El Paso.
I guess something blew up
Something
there.
happened.
Oh, bridge went out.
Yeah, something like that.
But it also extends in the other direction. The Confederacy is trying to connect their transcontinental railroad, Los Angeles to Richmond, Virginia.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what they want. That's the end goal, but it's not done.
Gotcha.
That's all I can give you.
Alright, so we got all that. Okay, interesting. Because we would have figured that out. Or discussed that when we were talking about Lothar, because that's what we believe
yeah.
is behind these weird happenings to kind of deter this railroad.
Yeah.
Like to take out one competitor railroad. Because it's all about the railroads, apparently. All about
It
them.
is, at least as far as we know.
Alright, so did we decide that we're going to go to bed last session after our discussion and the next day was going to be the party?
You got set up for it.
Yeah, so alright, so I guess if it's, are we waking up now and
It depends. Well, I can skip to the party unless there's anything you guys need to do specifically. We can just do rolls and go. Like we don't have to do any role play. If there's something you need to roll for, we'll just do it. You guys tell me what we're doing. I'm just gonna.
Well,
keep
did
this
we
sort of-
did we tell the people what date we were planning to have?
But
the
we
party?
will let them know, so we will let them know in the morning saying, hey, we're going to do
I
it now.
think, if I recall correctly, it was like supposed to be when you were talking to Victoria Rose. It was supposed to be like the following evening.
Yes, that's what we kind of believe. So yes, let's,
Okay.
we've given them a note. So let's go say that it's good today and everyone is new.
And it's happening on like the main road, the
Yes.
thoroughfare of
Yeah.
town.
It's going to be like a little festival, you know?
Yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of. Essentially,
Like a street
it'll
fair.
be a street fair. Yeah.
It's going to be face painting, you know, there's going to be, it's going to be...
I want you
Yeah,
to do
nice.
face painting.
With my one arm.
Face painting with blood running.
I'm right-handed. Just...
with your gun hand.
It's like tape.
You put a paintbrush in the
Just
barrel.
Well, that works because if you cut them and they're plant people and they don't flinch, then
I'm
you
painting
know.
a fly lands on my wrist.
I love it. Is there anything anybody needs to do in the meantime? Anything characters want to discuss?
So it would have been 2 days since the sheriff went out to...
It would have been. It would now be. Well, no. 2 days was when Atticus wants to duel you.
Okay, but I just want to know...
So it would be, if we go right to the party, it would be a day and a half since the
Okay.
sheriff left.
All right, just want to make sure. So,
Yeah.
all right, now let's. I'm okay if fast one of the parts. Everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
Just set up everything, or is there anything you wanted to do? Or
Actually, I do want to talk to Cletus. I want to
Yeah, sure.
fill him in on other stuff that's going on.
Sure.
we'll
Is
be-
it a clandestine conversation?
What does that mean?
Secret.
Yeah.
Okay, roll stealth for me before you have conversations. Both of you.
I got a 5.
That is a success.
I'll use a Benny on that.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea.
Now, I will say that a failure doesn't cancel his success. It's neutral.
Oh, so would we still be?
It's you don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
That's
alright.
Yeah,
It's not that like failing cancel. I don't punish success.
Okay. Okay. Fair
So
enough.
you just don't know if it's secret or not.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I only got 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I don't punish like if you would critically fail, that'd be different.
Yeah.
But I don't punish not succeeding.
Okay. So I guess it's morning right now, and we're getting.
It could
ready.
be whatever time you want to have it.
Okay.
You would have had to have slept at some point, so.
Yeah. Well, I'll say it's in the morning before we get ready to head out.
Okay.
So I motion for Cletus to
Yeah, where
meet
are
me,
you guys? It's like where have you been sleeping? You've been sleeping in your hotel room? You both have rooms.
Yeah.
Except your room has been trashed.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to pay for another room or something.
Well, the hotel owner's dead.
Good joke.
Oh,
I'll just take another room.
So currently there's a bit, there's,
Yes, that's true. I'm still staying in my room because my room's paid.
there's
for.
other people that
For like a
work.
week.
There's other people that work there, and he has
Oh.
family members. But there's a bit of turmoil
Right.
involved in that. But it doesn't affect your room
Right.
because you.
Well, we'll say we'll meet downstairs. I guess the lobby is still more or less open. To
It's
people.
more or less open, but it's not like wait staff is like, oh, your coffee, sir.
No, that's fine because I don't need people. We don't want people around anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll say.
It's a bit of
Yeah.
a ghost town at the moment.
Oh, okay,
because
perfect.
Naturally,
All right.
this happened like a day ago.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sitting down at the table, waiting for you to come down from your room. Just sitting at a random table.
And then I come downstairs when I
Okay.
finally wake up.
All right. I
You've
see you.
been
and I-
given a different room. It's
Yes.
not as nice as the room you had, but
All right.
that's what they had.
Fair enough.
So I motion for you to come. I don't say anything. I just motion for you to come towards the table.
Well, good morning.
Cletus. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
I slept pretty well. How about yourself? Well, I mean, they did change my room. I'm a little pissed about that.
Oh yeah, that must be very very inconvenient for you.
Yeah.
But
It's smaller. I paid the same price.
I'm sorry to hear that, but we have more important things to discuss.
Okay.
So later this evening at this party that we're having for the townspeople for the the people that died during the
Yes, of
yeah,
course.
that. Anyway, I'm supposed to be having a conversation with Miss Hartcourt. If you remember correctly, she was-
Wait. Who?
Miss Hartcourt, right? Is her name? Yes, Miss
Hartcourt.
Hartcourt.
Hardcourt.
Yeah.
Is this the woman?
Yes.
Is this that
Yes. Yes.
You.
So,
you getting that?
Clint managed to arrange a meeting between the two of us. And I'll be speaking to her this evening at the party. I just wanted to let you know and keep you up to date on what's going on. But
Do you need a gun?
I think I'll be okay. If my suspicions are correct, I think I'll be just fine. But Clint is going to be my backup this evening. I know you're going to be busy with the party and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
But,
yeah.
I just wanted to let you know ahead of time that I'm actually going to have a conversation with her, and I'll fill you in on the details later.
Hey, remember, anything that I could be of assistance.
Ah, of course. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But
Well, we are very close to the festivities, and
yes,
I
it's
definitely
later
got
this
to get
evening. Yeah.
a few things set up so that everything goes smoothly on our end. We'll try to keep things smooth on our end so it stays smooth on your end.
Yes, that would be very much appreciated. We don't want to cause any unwanted commotion this evening.
Understandable.
Okay. Well, suppose we should head to the sheriff's office. See if
You
the
want
other
to get
guys are ready.
breakfast?
Don't think anybody's working in the kitchen here.
Well, obviously we're not going to eat here.
Sure, let's grab something on the way.
All right, great. I know a great place where you can go get some bacon and eggs. Come follow me.
Because the place battle spice.
All right, and I guess we're heading to the sheriff's office.
Sure.
Out to breakfast.
Anything from Clint and Duncan?
I'll be in this time putting up a stake that's a petting zoo for our deputy sheriff Johnson.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's got a little badge.
He has a little badge, and it's gonna be like a little pen you can like feed them. They have little oats on the side there. Little kids can go up the field.
I will
so.
keep that in consideration for future roles.
Okay, so. just
Do
let me
we
know.
really want random people feeding him?
Yeah, why not?
Are you gonna keep track of what they're feeding? What if they feed him something he shouldn't eat?
That's why I said I have a bucket of oats.
I'm just saying.
He's also my goat, so.
I'm just saying, if
I'm
they-
just saying. I don't think we should give him. He shouldn't be
He's a-
accessible to people in
I
town.
think you guys should give him a gun.
Yeah, he's an honorary deputy. If they go and attack him, then they get the death penalty. So I mean, they're not going to mess an honorary deputy.
All right, I'm just
Death
saying.
penalty for a goat.
Hanging for killing honorary deputy. Yeah.
Plant people don't care about that though.
What?
Do you know how many plant people are going to be at this party? That's the problem. We
Well,
don't
you're
know.
right. You're right. The plant people love the muck and fusses, so they'll absolutely be there in like does or
Maybe
what
we
do
should
you
give them
call
a
it? A gaggle of plant people? What's the
Okay, we got sound.
All right.
signal? Can I pull out this one that goes to here real quick and put back in?
Yeah, which one? This one?
No, this one. Yes. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Flash it.
I just lost visual.
On what?
No,
The
Then we're-
yellow
Yep,
box.
we're here.
No, the yellow box is black. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties. Sorry, battle. Technical difficulties.
All right. Interesting. All right. Well,
We gotta reset that camera.
Yep, gotcha.
At the default.
Which
it
one?
should be the button on the right.
The eyeball or mode?
I think it's the eyeball, but I don't know.
Once when you have it set, I'll do it.
Okay.
Press. Just click that one. I'm gonna press.
Whoops. Okay. Hit it again. Okay. Now, do it one more time. Hit mode. We're good.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, we got this in the bag, and we're still streaming. All right. Weird.
Yeah.
Kind of like that widescreen. With the bars.
We're
on top.
connecting to YouTube.
Very
All right,
simple.
we're back.
Awesome.
All right. So we're streaming again, right?
As
Yeah,
we
we should
were.
be good.
We're recording. All right. Back to what we were saying.
Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Our stream was giving us a little trouble, but technical difficulties are not only expected; they're encouraged. Somebody remind me what we were just talking
Do you hear
about.
like an echo?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we getting an echo?
Are we? Well, you guys might be. That's probably from the headphone. I'm not getting it here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably from the headphones, son.
Oh. I've just never heard it that loud before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me neither.
Or maybe they could have reset the audio levels.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but as long as everything sounds good.
Keep talking.
We're talking.
So Sean and I were discussing whether or not it would be a good idea to give the townsfolk access to our goat.
Yeah, I think it would. I mean, what are they going to do with our goat?
I will also say the
We
broadcast is usually very
recently
quiet
had a fight
until it like
with
peaks.
people.
Yeah, which is on purpose because when it peaks, it peaks.
Yeah. Do we don't have like a compressor?
When
or
we
anything?
all uproariously laugh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When you guys when we have enough for people to donate for a condenser mic,
Yeah.
we will be happy to purchase one. But
Exactly.
for now, we use the audio on our camera.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with just access to our goat. I mean, like, what are they going to do? Like, it's
We
not,
don't know if the town. We don't know if any of the townspeople are actually.
I
townspeople.
am very surprised that Justin is more afraid for the goat than like his own life, because they could just plain people come and kill him, but the goat is where he draws the line.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying I don't want to risk the goat. The goat is one of us now. But if you're willing to just practically give him access to everyone else,
They should have taken me instead.
Fine. Listen, I know what I signed up for.
Nah,
Okay?
Johnson
Johnson doesn't know what he signed up for. Okay?
He,
I'm trying to protect
he
my
knows.
own.
He's a veteran. He killed one of the other goats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The greatest battle of all time. Not one to be trifled with.
All right. You know.
So I will continue putting up the pen because Justin's actually not. I mean,
Listen.
he's not
As
here to
much
stop
as
me.
I would love to continue planning this,
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
just.
why don't we just get there? But is there anything you guys wanted to do?
Did you want to
or-
talk about anything or no?
No, no.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I just wanted to, help them get the, because I had ordered all the alcohol and the food.
So you just
Sure.
want to make sure it's
Deliver.
there.
Yeah, we all set up. and-
So, I'll just go to the bar
Yeah.
and roll out the 4 barrels of beer,
Yeah.
and we purchase.
Everything you purchase is available. Nobody's trying to.
Did
skim
you
some
did
off
you
the
buy
top,
7
except maybe
bottles
you.
of beer?
So, yeah, I just want to hold on.
So you're gonna steal some of the bottles, is what you're saying?
No, I can't steal a barrel of beer.
Okay.
That's,
No, it's alright. I just had to count something.
Was it roll high enough stuff? No, don't listen to me.
But I'd like to just help carry out the cases of whiskey. There's
Yeah.
15 of them.
Yeah. Sure.
I'll put 14 out onto the public display, and just
Okay, so the I guess the beer, the booze setup would be right outside of the bar itself.
Yeah, but then we have non-alcoholic cider on the other side also. So.
Sure, yeah.
Yep. All right. So let's just get this party rolling.
Yeah.
Sure.
Battle Bite's here.
Oh yeah, and it's his carriage, which is already an impressive carriage, with it had pans and stuff hanging off the side. It actually is one of those expensive ones that opens up. You guys ever seen a Winnebago that has the side thing that like in a Goofy movie? It comes out.
Like
the
moves
side.
out.
So it's kind of like a food truck.
It's not
More or less.
electronic, but
Right.
it has it opens and then there's a thing that comes down, like
A little
panel
awning thing that comes down?
Yeah, it has that awning. And it has a platform in the front, and then it opens up at the sides, so it has a big banner over the top that says Battle Bites.
Wow.
He's got some tables set up on the side, and he's currently up there. He's got the on the platform. He's got the shell of the pig, which is the roasted skin, is up there with the apple in its mouth, and he's currently shredding the pork with 2 knives, portioning it out.
This is one of the
into-
things
Oh,
Cletus
God.
rescued.
Yeah,
Okay.
the bigger one is now
The one
shelled
that ate
out.
the most.
Been cooking it all night. But that's getting ready. The whiskey is set up, and is the 2 bartenders, Benny and Colehouse, are under Duncan's orders, portioning out the whiskey to make sure nobody gets too drunk.
Good idea.
On the other side, a few of the mothers and children have the lemonade stand with the cider. There are several of the baker has brought out what confections he can spare, and there's bread, there's things like that. People are setting up. There's a bit of a somber mood in the air.
I also have a donation bucket here for the families of the Muck and Fuss.
Right next to the goat.
Right next to the goat. You put the point in there, the goat just eats it.
So, it is set up. Before we begin, you guys are hosting this event.
Mhm.
What do you guys want to do to... Anybody want to take the reins at the beginning of it? The town is following your guys' lead as to when this thing is started.
Well, when do we call the church people to come out and sing?
They're probably. What time is it? The party starting? It's kind of
That's
midday.
That's up to you guys.
I think you guys think, like 5 o'clock maybe? Like
5 sounds good. Maybe 4:30. People start showing up.
it can
that
like
type of thing.
it can be kind of like a nighttime like festival
Yeah.
sort of thing.
I would say like 5 o'clock because like I went to get like dark too soon, but yeah, definitely 5 o'clock, and then like
Yeah.
They can get there at like 6 or 7 maybe.
Yeah.
well, I would say like probably like that's where like they start because they will probably go till 6. I don't want to go too late.
Yeah,
because
that's
I'm
fine.
there.
Yeah. And people
So,
are safe within the town, right?
yes,
They don't
yes.
have to worry
I
about.
guess my question for you is this some sort of is this an actual memorial for the Muckenfusses?
It is a memorial to honor them and also to raise the spirit of the town because a lot of stuff's been happening to scare them. So we wanted to let them know it's like, hey, we're under control here, we're safe, we're making progress, and this town is on the right track despite how it looks.
So could I suggest something?
Yes.
Sure.
Maybe start when the family of the Muckenfusses arrive.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good time to start, if that's the point.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're entering, this party is an encounter.
Oh
This is
God.
what's called the skill challenge.
Okay.
Oh, great.
You guys need 5 successes
Mm-hmm.
before 5 failures.
All right.
Okay.
If you get 5 fails, and a critical fail counts as 2 failures.
Do raises count for
They
like?
do not.
Okay.
But they will be taken into account.
Okay.
So, throughout the evening, each of you has to make at least 1 check
Okay.
for the party. And then the last one is the wild card. You guys can kind of decide what you want to do for that.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that I will say is that not every check needs to necessarily be a check for the success of the party. Like if something's happening and you just want that little thing to be a skill check,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine.
Okay.
Or I might call for one that's not for the success of this party. So, at around 4:30ish, the next of kin of the Muckenfusses arrive. Chad's wife Helen,
Mm-hmm.
and I cannot remember what the son's name is. I'm sure somebody has it written down, or otherwise I'll have to look it up.
You said it was Chad's and oh God, you had it written down.
It's the Muck bosses, right?
Mm,
Chad and Damon.
Damon, yes. Damon's wife. Let's go with Tiffany. His wife Tiffany.
Okay.
They have several children. Well, Chad was older, so there are a few other siblings, sisters and brothers, and grandchildren. They arrive in town wearing, mourning black, as you would expect. And they arrive in town. I would imagine that this is going to be the first check. So, what do you do? They've arrived in town.
Well, I feel as the deputies, all of us should meet them somewhere together.
Yeah.
Like, I guess in front of the sheriff's office? Or
It's up to
are we
you.
going to meet them as they ride into town? Probably more.
Yeah, we can like because they're from out of town, right?
Yes, they're trappers. They live up in a cabin.
Yeah, we can greet them at the
The
like
gate or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Alright.
So, who is helming the check, and what check do you guys want to try to make? You guys could look at your skills and say, okay, because I'm asking you. This is a skill challenge. I don't provide you guys with the challenges. You tell me what you want to do. Play to your strengths.
Does anybody, what's everyone's highest persuasion?
I think you have the highest persuasion.
I have 8.
Okay. Well, you guys are definitely the more charming of the group, so you guys should probably, talk to him and extend our condolences in like the most humble yet extravagant way you guys can.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just, be there to back you guys up for that.
Yeah. You want to take it? Or you want me to take it?
I mean, I guess that's really the only big strength that I have. So, if you have something else, then you can use that like later on. So I'll use the persuasion now.
I have.
Or you could make this the wild. You guys have one wild. That could be.
I have 8 in persuasion, agility, spirit, and then riding and shooting. So I could make like an agility check somewhere.
Shooting check. You guys could have shooting
Shooting
contests.
check, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys could do.
Or you
Alright,
you can fire like in their honor or something. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like the
Critical
Oh.
fail it, like ricochets
You
off the
shoot the
side.
More likely the gun would just
Yeah.
jam, but
You can do persuasion.
What am I like persuading them?
persuade them to.
it doesn't have to be them. It could be a speech to the town, too.
Just like a general speech check.
Yeah, like can you make a moving speech? I mean, I know we're getting ready to have a party after this, but we need to convince the Muck and Fusses that this party is really truly in honor of the family members that they lost.
I think it would make more sense to do a speech to them and honestly to the whole town to like say what this is for and to like let them know that hey, it's been rough here, but like we're safe, we're in the right direction, and like this is as much for you and honor of the ones as it is for you to help as like your patient we know hasn't been.
Yeah,
been
let
tough.
them let
like
them
something
know
like that. I think
that.
that you should give that speech because you've been here a long time. If you want to give that.
Yeah,
Just
let
get it.
them know that as much messed up things that are going on in town,
Mhm.
we wanted to take the time to let you guys know that your family members were part of our town family, and
With
they will be missed.
with the assistance of the mayor's gracious donation
Yes,
to
they
fund this
sprinkle
whole
that in
thing.
there too.
What's the mayor's name again?
Oh, let me look it up.
Doug Dimmadome, something like that.
Yeah, Doug
It's
Dimmadome.
just the mayor.
I got it.
Mayor.
Underscore.
Jerry
Yeah,
Sutherland.
Jerry Sullivan.
Actually, do not that
Talk
written
about
down. I'm gonna write
topics.
that down. Jerry Sutherland.
Yeah. His
Like
name-
I beat him in.
it's Gerald
Cleese so much
Sutherland.
money.
Sutherland is Suther land.
Okay, Jerry.
That sounds very mayorish.
Mayor Sutherland.
Sutherland.
It's on the wall behind you.
Right.
He's a Scot.
All right,
Okay.
you ready to do this?
This is in like the town square with
Yeah.
like everyone else,
Yes.
sort of thing.
An
Yeah.
address.
So we'll say like we
Yeah,
met
go
them at
for
the
it.
gates and like
This is to start the
Walk them in.
festivities. We'll say
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you your intention. Your intention is to console and convince the town to have fun tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. You
Okay.
know, this is gonna bring us together, sort of thing.
I will. The content of your words doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's the role that matters. I'm not going to punish you for fumbling words.
I do that a lot, so.
But I do want you to role play it because that's fun.
Yeah, of course.
But the role will determine whether it succeeds or fails.
But if he does a good speech, if you're moved by it, he gets
Well, good speeches
knock his socks off.
are rewarded with bennies.
I
Like,
see
good
those
role
socks
play is
still
always
on.
rewarded with
I
bennies.
want to see that feet.
I want to see them feet.
I look, Sid is like weeping at the speech I just gave.
I'll have to click away.
Alright. We roll wild as well, right?
Yes, you do.
Ooh, wait. Does that have to. Is critical fail one?
No,
or both?
two ones.
Both.
Two ones.
Okay, 2 ones. I'm gonna spend a penny.
Okay. I'm going to take that benny.
That's
5.
5.
5 is a success.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you all today for coming out. I know there's been a lot of things going on around town that you probably have a lot of questions about, and we're doing our best to give you those answers and keep you all safe. The main reason we're here is to celebrate the lives of the Muck and Fusses, a vital part of our community. A couple trappers from out of town. We have their beautiful families here with us now. And Chad and Damon were always known to celebrate life. And tonight we're going to do that for them. We're going to drink, we're going to eat, we're going to have a good time. And most of all, we're just going to celebrate being together and coming together as a town and showing that it's not going to be anything that can keep us down or tear us apart. So I'll raise my glass to the Muck and Fusses.
And there's, there's still some trepidation out there, but people are receptive to your speech. There's no uproarious cheering, but there's murmurs of affirmation, and people do raise their glasses. And
And
The mayor looks on disapprovingly.
before I conclude, I just want to thank our wonderful mayor, Mr. Jerry Sutherland, who, without his generous donations, none of this would have been possible. So a round of applause for the.
After the success, I would like you to roll one more persuasion check to see how receptive the town is to this.
Oh, keep going!
I got a 12.
The people, there is a sudden, the sudden upswing of emotion. People are like, the mayor actually paid like out of taxpayer money for this. This really is a community.
Now they start.
There's a bit more like no cheers, but there's people who are like a couple claps, and the people are like here, here. Then a couple people are like shaking hands and stuff, and you can see the mayor gives you a smile, and then you do that, and he looks disapprovingly at the cup. But, you know.
I put it to my hat instead.
That is, I will say that is a resounding success. So you guys have one success to one failure.
Perfect.
Oh, we have a failure?
No, you don't.
Oh, yeah.
One success. Sorry, weird way to say that. One success, no failures.
Gotcha.
So you are on the way to succeeding.
Cool.
People sort of started to mill about. It's not a party quite yet. People are having polite conversations. They're eating over at the Battle Bites. It is still a relatively quiet affair. People are coming and giving respects to the Muckafusses as well as the other family members who have been killed. And this is the most crowded you two have seen the town because all of the railroad workers who are normally shipped out on the rail to build are in town tonight. So this is the first time you're seeing the population of like 2,000. It's not everybody, but it's a lot of people here. So, anybody want to make any checks or what else does anybody want to do? You can make, just let me know if it's a check for your character or if it's a check for the success of the evening.
I'm going to try to get the Johnson petting zoo going with our honorary deputy and show him off. So I want to do like an animal handling to kind of like show him off around town and like get people like to notice that.
Is this for the success of the party?
I would say yes, because I want to get people to like notice like this petting zoo, like the kids in here. To, like,
Roll writing.
Right, that's what I thought. So
this is your check. Before we go on, was John's the wild or was that his?
That was,
I thought that was his.
I think that was mine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can I make a side notice to just watch the people that are interacting with the goat?
Go ahead, yes.
Just like for my own.
Yeah,
not like
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
5 is a success.
all right.
2 successes. Describe to me how you do that.
So this is more towards.
And save that number.
I think we said this is more towards the children because like we got the alcohol for the adults. Like that's not gonna do the kids, but the kids need something to like engage them. So like
Sure.
the kids can come here and the parents can unwind to like do that. So they're around sheriffs too, so they'll feel a little more safer on them. So I'm kind of taking our Johnson's like, hey children, come see our new honorary goat who honestly took his own part in saving the town.
Sheriff Drunk.
No. Johnson is a fearless and honestly honorary deputy who fought for this town. Isn't that correct?
You're sweating visibly.
He did. He fought his own and he earned that badge on. See that little badge says honorary deputy Johnson. There's a little kind of like post note because it's too long. His name so that's like come out a little bit.
He's wearing 2 of them.
Yeah, Johnson. So I'm going to say, come on, go feed him. So I'm going to show him take the oats in my hand to him, and I'm going to say, kids, you can do this as well. So,
Oh, they love it. They're feeding the goats. They're laughing.
there you go.
The people are, and some mothers are they're smiling, and things are starting to. People are starting to loosen up a little bit. That's
Okay,
2 successes.
there you go.
I see you want to do something, but I'm gonna go with his first because he rolled already.
I rolled a 6 with 1 raise.
Okay, Clint has the bucket of feed, and he is giving it to children from the bucket. So nobody is giving the goat anything that he's not watching
Right.
now.
Okay.
I understand what you're going for. So what you're watching right now, because this is happening over. I'm assuming that these two things probably happen pretty concurrently, but this party's going to go all night mostly. So I'll say that happened within like half an hour of the opening.
Okay.
That notice check won't carry over. You know what? I'll let you know if anything weird happens,
Okay. Cool.
unless you get
Sounds good.
distracted.
Right. Okay.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm just gonna run a 3-card Monty table at this party.
Okay. Openly?
Oh yeah.
Is the goal to fleece people, or is it to have fun?
Just have fun.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Is this for the success of the party?
Well, that was the idea. I didn't know if I was able to do like a gambling roll to
That's-
make it
that's
like
what
a
it would
success
be.
towards like the whole overall thing.
It would be, yeah. It would be a gambling roll.
Right.
And remember, you get a free reroll on any gambling check.
Let's
Any
go.
spend. This is a
Nice.
good use of skills. This is very good.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
damn. What's that?
15.
15. Yeah.
15. That is 2 raises. So, while you're handling the children, he's over there with some of the railroad workers doing his 3-card Monty. Doing a very good job of keeping the gentlemen entertained. You guys notice that a little bit of traction starts to happen. People are now playing horseshoes.
Oh, there we go.
There's a bit
Okay.
more. You can hear laughter. Things are starting to pick up. You hear that the preacher is over there giving a loud sermon now. People are kind of starting to open up. It's becoming a party. It's not a full-on street festival yet, but people are enjoying themselves, and they're starting to creep out of that shell of despair that's been over the town.
Justin, I have something for you if you want to. Can I tell him what to do?
Yeah, you guys can
Sure.
discuss.
Would you be able to do like fireworks or something like that? Like with like your little your
Maybe
MacGyver
science.
thing? Science? Like to
I
make
think that would be cool.
That would
Yeah.
be cool. Would that be something he can
It would
do?
be science.
Yeah.
It would be a science check.
You just gotta make sure you don't fail or else
Yeah.
the entire town explodes.
And
No pressure. Thanks.
you have MacGyver, so you can You don't have scavenger yet, but you do have MacGyver. So this is going to be 2 checks.
Okay.
First of all, I need you to make a notice check to find the materials, or a persuasion check. It'll depend. You're asking people for the
persuasion check.
materials, or notice to scrounge them up yourself.
Well, there's a lot of people. I think I'd ask.
Because you're looking for stuff like phosphorus.
Oh.
Like that's,
I don't think anybody bought any of that to the party.
so that's why
Who's asking?
if you succeed, you can find it. It's just,
Yeah. Can I keep a check on who actually has it? If they.
Well, whatever.
if
Would you have a
they-
higher notice or persuasion?
I have a higher persuasion.
So you'd be asking people.
All right.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh. Okay. 1 raise. 8.
Easily managed to acquire a small amount of phosphorus. Oh God, what's the other one? It makes blue.
I thought that was phosphorus.
Phosphorus makes red. Oh God, I know what it is. I'm sorry.
That
I
other
know what it is.
component? That's
But
fine.
You find
Yeah.
the one that makes tungsten.
Tungsten is the metal. I know what you're talking.
No, it's like a powderized.
It's not magnesium. It was in Dr. Stone.
No,
What was that?
magnesium makes purple.
Oh God, what was
I
that?
think it.
It's it glows blue, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, what is
Whatever.
that?
We'll say you managed to find some
Iodine.
powder.
We found iodine.
Yeah, some powder,
Let's just say
powdered phosphorus,
Mm.
some magnesium, and the other one that I can't remember.
Okay.
It's not a lot, but it is certainly enough to create a few bottle rockets. With your MacGyver, you can easily create a couple bottle rockets that shoot up. I would like you to go ahead and roll science for me.
All right.
This is for success of the party.
Don't blow us up.
Ooh.
8.
8.
That is a raise as well. You're doing
Mhm.
very well.
Great party.
That's
So-
really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You take some time. It takes. I will say that that's probably the last thing
That's gonna happen.
towards the end, because it would take some time to
Okay.
acquire these materials and make them. You actually spend most of the evening preparing these.
Okay.
It was tungsten. You're right.
Was it tungsten?
It was. You're right.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Wow.
sometimes I know things. So we will say that that happens towards the end.
Okay.
But you mingle a little bit, but you mostly spend time talking to people, acquiring materials. You're working without a chemistry set or anything like that, without your usual setup. So you're it's kind of jury rigged,
Okay.
but it works, and people don't get to see fireworks very often.
So that's 4 then, right? Because we
That's
each
4,
have
no
one.
failures.
Yeah.
Now, you guys have to decide what your wild is.
I think we should have a dance battle with athletics.
You could. I mean,
A drinking challenge.
drink. It could be.
A drinking challenge.
That would
Yeah,
be,
I'll
the mayor
fight.
would have liked that.
I would hate that.
The mayor would hate
Yes, the
that.
mayor would hate.
But there's also you can do shooting. You can do a shooting contest.
Knife throwing, maybe.
I mean, all 4 of you could participate in that. You have a thing that gives you. You could deal with the devil to boost your shooting. There's a spell called Boost if you wanted to do
Yeah.
that, which could be fun. If you guys wanted it, this could also be fun for you guys to see who gets
That'd
the
be
best
fun,
shooting.
little
roll.
Yeah, let's have a fun competition between the deputies.
Yeah.
And we'll give Johnson a gun too, saying that he can join in.
Strap it to his horn.
Yeah. Let's do that. That sounds like fun.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
A
So-
challenge between deputies.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what's
All right.
the what's the target? What's the stakes?
Um,
Just to, it doesn't have to be any stakes at all. It could just be for fun, or you guys could make stakes. And how do you let the town know that there's going to be a shooting contest?
Let's see.
So the shooting contest is just between the 4 of us.
Could be everybody, but it could
Then we
also
have to
be.
give everybody their guns.
It could also be.
I don't want to give everyone here. It should be. I got what they're gonna do. How about?
It could be show of like we're the ones protecting you. Watch how good we are at shooting.
How about it's gonna be a donation thing, so they can put money towards like
they can bet.
the bet on which one, and like that goes into a thing for
Bet
donations.
behind.
I like that.
Who's gonna be the better shot?
Yeah, and that can be donations to like again further donations toward the Malcolm Plus families and stuff like that. But they can also bet on which one they
Sure.
think on there. So
So I'm gonna ask you
it's just
guys
a fun
to
competition.
kind of role play this. This sounds
Okay.
like a role play competition. I will, since this is a. You guys need to pick who's going to roll the successful roll. Who's going to roll the one that counts?
Who has
I
the
vote for
highest
Duncan.
shooting? I have an 8 in
I have a 6. I'll probably be you then. I think you're the
I don't
best.
have shooting, so.
But you could role play and say I don't shoot, but I throw.
You throw a stick of
Okay.
dynamite at the.
I'm also good at throwing knives.
Yeah, but it's a lot funnier if you blow it up.
If you blow up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, I hit it.
Well, it's a
Um,
fail. We killed half the town.
So
but,
before we
I
do-
think what we do is like put apples on there, and like whoever hits the apple or something like that. I think that would be like
Yeah, apples could be empty bottles, whatever you want to do.
I think the apple like put like
Got an
apples
apple on top of the mayor's head.
on Johnson Johnson's horn.
And we're gonna role play this, so we'll see where it goes. But before we role play it, I would like you to make the roll.
Okay.
This is for the final success.
Where's...
You got this.
Hell yeah.
Well, you're gonna do any of that. There we go.
5.
This is success.
Yes.
I used a Benny for that, by the way.
Yes, I took that into account.
Okay.
So there's good. You guys have succeeded.
Okay.
Artie was a smash success.
Great.
There's going to be one more roll later.
Okay.
That roll, thanks to all the raises you got, will be made with a +4.
Nice.
So
Okay.
somebody keep that in mind for me. That
Okay.
the final roll when I call for it is a +4.
All right.
I would like to take a 2-minute bathroom break.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to role play this shooting contest. 'Cause
Alright.
it sounds like a lot of fun, and I want to do
Okay.
it.
So yeah,
So-
we can like put it so we can like discuss it a little bit. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna put it on you guys while I use the bathroom real quick.
So we're each doing our own things. You're setting up the fireworks, and I would say that who would have the idea?
Probably you or Duncan.
you. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I would know.
feel like you would too, because you want to like get the excitement of it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'm
would-
like bar back.
I probably, as I'm doing this, I'm noticing that like not people are a lot of people are donating to like the families. So like I would see that, and I'm trying to get people donating. So that's probably
I'm
why I
over
would
here
do
just
it.
like,
So I'm just saying that. So like I'll do when he comes back.
And I'm over here like,
That's the reason.
come on, guys.
So wait, what are you exactly doing? I missed.
Oh,
it.
just 3-card Monty.
All right, I won't play. All right, so what do we have? How do we
All right. Real simple game. All right, all you gotta do is find the queen. all
Okay.
right? You just find the queens right down right there. Where's the queen?
And right there.
This one?
Yeah, let's go.
This one? Hey, congratulations! That's right. That's right.
Hey!
Amazing. Now, really easy game.
Yeah.
Do you wanna throw something down for it?
Yeah, let's double down. You know.
All right. Well, why don't we raise stakes? Let's say $2.
$2. Let's go.
$2. All right. Like I said, all you said you want to do is you want to find a queen, right? So let's go ahead and. Sorry. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna stop now just so you can.
Same spot.
Same spot. This one right
Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Your queen is in the middle. That'll be $2.
Okay, hang on. Let's go here. Just put it there.
Thank you. Oh yes, I made $2.
So,
Hell yeah.
this shooting contest. How's it get started?
So, as I was talking, let me write this down because I just lost $2. So, as I was feeding the goat and doing that, I'm noticing that the donation buckets for the Muck and Fuss family is a little low, and that just won't fly with me because this is about them, and you know they're struggling losing two of their family members.
Sure.
The working, especially the father and the husband who brought in most of the money, they were going to need this to help out. So, I'm going to get the idea out without anybody consoling any of them. I'm going to get up on stage and I'm going to say, attention! We're going to have a little bit of a competition and we could use your support from all of you. We've received 2 new deputies, and in addition with Duncan, we're going to have a little bit of a shooting contest to see which one of us deputies has the best shooting, best eye.
Woo! There's a couple of
And
claps from the back.
And we could use your assistance because you could go and place some money down who you think is the best one, and all money is all good fun. We'll go towards the Muck and Fuss family to help support them in this time of theirs because they need it. But ultimately, this is about having fun. So if you want to put your money where your mouth is, which one of us you think is going better, it's going to be me. I just give a hint out there. Let's go have a little fun shooting competition.
Which gun are you using?
I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that on. Let's have a fun little shooting competition.
Gun hand, okay.
Yeah, this might be the first time I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna say the parameters. We're gonna be putting apples on the I would say
Johnson.
I would say probably because the sheriff's office is at the end, right?
So yeah, down the town is a T shape.
Yep.
The the rail station is in the center. The sheriff's office is kind of off on to the west of the
So where would it make the most sense? Because I'm thinking like
at
putting
the train station.
okay on the train station. Then
Yeah.
all right. So then we'll do it there.
Okay.
We'll put the apples on there. And we're gonna try to shoot the apples.
Okay. Yeah, cool. What is everybody else doing as they hear him making this declaration?
I'm bar backing. I'm helping with the bar, just
Okay.
like clearing glasses and stuff. I'm
Sure.
just like, oh brother, as I'm like clearing a glass out.
Okay, I love it.
And I'm gonna put Johnson because I'm not be watching, so I'm gonna put him back inside, so
Okay,
like nothing
cool.
goes against him. Okay.
I'm still celebrating here. You know, I'm taking home some money. You know, I just made $2. I'm pretty ecstatic about this, and yeah.
And you hear him say this. What is? He volunteered you both for a shooting contest.
Oh, shooting. Okay.
I mean, if our deputies, kind of want to just
because
like,
he's off on the other
Yeah.
side. I'm just asking, like, how does Cletus react to hearing Clint? say
He's not gonna really say anything, but he's just gonna be like, knowing that deep down, like he's not a shooter, so he's just like, oh, okay, yeah, shooting, right.
I'm sitting on the porch of the sheriff's office making these fireworks.
Yeah.
My goggles are on, and I'm just like, I hear him, and I'm like, and I look over in his direction, I put my goggles on, and I'm like,
Tip my hat.
I put him back down, and I'm just like, I just go back to working.
There's
I assume once my name's called, I'll just get up.
okay, so you don't go over immediately.
No.
Okay. Do you, who goes over immediately?
So I'm gonna gather all together, and I'm gonna be like,
And
all right, guys.
Dale, who is also there, says, "I'm gonna."
Oh, Dale, I forgot you were here, Dale.
He points to his missing eye and he says, but my fellow better shooters handle it."
He's not gonna like shotgun the side of the train station.
No.
I'm gonna come to here and be like, all right, guys, this is just for fun. We get the crowd right up. So if you want to put a little pizzazz on there, like you can do a sniper rifle like from the top of the water tower, just like, come on, show off a little bit. This is your time. This is our time. You can
We can show off?
Yeah.
Well, you're off elsewhere.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, I'm coming over and gathering them all up. I went over to them.
Oh.
Well, they're spread about the party.
Oh, I went and gathered them all because about this.
Well, it's up to them if they want to come.
Oh, okay. So if I'm gonna gather up here, like I'm gonna say, hey, come here. If you want to come over here, I'll come.
Oh, I'll meet you over there.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting them know, like, this is like, as much like it's a competition, but like also to like show off, like we want to like, it's like the the Harlem Globetrotters, how they like do like fancy stuff like that. Like we want to show off and like get people like, wow.
Right, yeah.
Get a stick of dino at him, just spit it over.
Like I want to see,
They team up with Scooby-Doo.
I want to see Duncan juggling guns and like shooting apples as they come.
That's up to you guys. I would love for that to be what we do here. So the setup here, you're shooting apples.
Yes.
Or you said apples, so you got a couple apples.
Yeah.
I will say that for the purposes of this, because apples is more difficult to come across than glass bottles.
Glass bottles, huh?
I will say that you have 9 apples to work with.
Okay.
For this.
Okay.
this contest.
Okay. All right. So then.
So who's going first? What's the and there is a crowd. They're interested.
Okay.
Wait, can I do a notice check?
Yeah, go ahead. For what?
For which one is the biggest apple?
Okay, go. You don't need to make a notice check. You can clearly see the biggest apple.
Alright, so I'm just gonna we're picking our own apples. I'm gonna grab the biggest apple.
Sure. Okay.
You should do some magic to make that apple explode.
Oh wait, you're
Make
doing
the apple turn
wait,
into orange.
you're doing this so that it's the biggest target.
Yes.
Okay, that's different. I'm gonna ask you to roll. I'm going to ask the rest of you to roll notice to see if on that. No, that's fun. I like that. That's good. Take a Benny. It's fun.
10.
I got a 5.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I rolled what is that?
He's gonna notice with his eyes closed.
23.
I got a 5.
Okay, so success. You notice that he takes a specific apple.
Okay.
He picks it up. That's all you notice. What did you roll, Sean? 10?
10.
You notice that
Him take on like
he not only picks a specific apple, he like picks one up and like turns it and then puts it back down and takes
So he's like
weighing it. You not only know that he's taking it because it's the biggest target, you also are like, this dude can't shoot. You read the whole thing, you read like the beat is like
his hands are shaking.
he's got the DBZ Piccolo bead of sweat going on the side of his head. He's carefully examining all the apples. Love it. Okay, who's going first? I think Clint should go first because he was the one who set up the. So you set the apple up. It is on the the top of the staircase that leads up to the platform of the train station. So you're shooting it with your gun hand.
So I want to like do that a little bit as a surprise. I want to be taking out the gun and then just drop that and go like this with the other gun. I want to like kind of like throw him for like ooh like a little bit pizzazz,
Sure.
you know?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll performance for me.
Not performance, so it's be -2.
It'll be -2. This is just determined if I give you any bonuses for that.
Okay.
If you succeed, I'll give you some bonuses because that's cool.
-2. Oops. This has been a good one here. So.
Yeah.
8.
8 total. I will give you a +1.
Okay. Alright.
Shooting +1.
6.
6 total. So, describe the shot to us. Give us the
So-
cinematics.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna be having the gun here, kind of like pumping up the crowd
Do,
for
do,
performance.
do you do the thing where it's like...
I'm gonna do it with a revolver ocelot where I'm like spinning it in my hand
Yeah,
like
okay.
that.
Yep, yep, yep.
Like that, and then as I get there, so I'm gonna be like aiming, and I'm gonna like require signs. I'm gonna go like hold it up to my mouth, like shh, so I need
And
quiet.
The crowd quiets down.
Like,
There
put
was there was some laughter and it wasn't like super loud.
Yep.
But no, like,
And then I'm putting it there, and then I holster it, take my gun head up, and go bam right there.
and the apple explodes. It's not a perfect shot that this decimates the whole thing, but the corner of it is totally gone. It was a great hit.
Because I would imagine the crowd that I've got this gun hit recently, so the crowd hasn't
I've never
seen it.
seen
So
that before. And
like,
there's a
yeah.
ooh, and there's some the people are like, wow, good shot.
And I'm gonna bow, and I'm gonna tip
good
my hat
shot.
off.
Who's
Alright.
next?
Oh, do we see how much money also was raised for this? Like,
Oh,
who
well,
got
I'll
what?
let you guys know at the end. I mean, because you guys are focusing on showboating
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
This is WWE at the moment.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's getting it. Here we got it. Who's next?
What do you say after you shoot it?
I'm
People are
gonna-
listening to you.
I'm gonna say thank you all. Now let's see, what my deputies, my fellow deputies, have to say about that. But I think they shouldn't even bother with a shot after that. I don't know how anyone can top that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna be able to make a shot like
I
that.
don't think we'll be able to make a shot like that, huh? I'll go next.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Duncan strides forward confidently. And for you guys, it's funny. Then this is kind of for the audience, but the difference between the two of them, it's like an Abbott and Costello routine. Duncan is tall for this time period. He's 5'10". He's a handsome guy. And Clint is like 5'4", full on beard, long hair,
Troll
one
man.
arm. They're like an Abbott and Costello routine, and the difference between them, like you've known them for a little bit. It's the first time you see actual. They're actually very good friends. Like they're coworkers, but it's the first time it kind of comes through a little bit because you guys have only known each other in a battle against plant people and gang members. These two not only are fellow deputies, you see the friendship for the first time between these two, and it's
Does it bring a tear to their eye?
probably not. They
Oh, okay.
process it in their own ways, but just something to think about. So Duncan, you stride forward
What's your shot
confidently.
Alright. I'm going to, so I'm walking up and I'm like tossing the apple like up and down. I'm going to throw it over my head and then quick draw it. And
I love it. Go ahead and roll shooting for me.
Should have ended with that. You should have got the crap shot.
I could go last if you want.
No, that's
You've
fine. No,
got-
you're good. You're good.
quick as an edge, which doesn't necessarily do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a free reroll on this shot.
Okay.
Just because it's a quick draw kind of thing. Quick is more of a combat, but I'm going to bend the rules here because that sounds like a quick.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That I'm cool with that. I'm
Does
cool with
does that sound fair?
Sure.
Okay. So one free reroll. No other bonuses.
I think you keep that. That's a pretty.
Yeah, I'll have 5.
5 is a success. So you have a free reroll, but you have to use the reroll if you use it.
So, what are we basing this contest on?
It's just a
It's just a flash.
It's
This
just
is
fun. It's
so
just
fun.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
At first, I was like a shooting game. I'm like, I think it's more to like, get like the crowd like
Yeah,
ready,
it-
'cause
Yeah. This is to
Um,
get the parties really started.
Yeah,
You guys already succeeded on the party. It's already a success. This is for fun. This is a competition between you guys.
For
I think
sure.
It's fun.
Yeah, I'll just keep 5.
Okay.
I'll keep this.
So, it is impressive. A gun hand is a hard act to follow.
For sure.
However, it was a hell of a cool shot. If it wasn't for what you were up against, it would have stole the show. But it was an impressive display of gunmanship. And even Clint has to admit, not a shot he could have pulled off. But you throw it over your shoulder, and it's in your holster, and the apple falls through. It didn't explode. It's just got a hole through the center.
So we have 9 apples, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, hey, Duncan, stay right there. I'm gonna hold 2 apples, and I'm gonna get ready for this. I'm gonna
You
throw.
can't hold 2 apples.
Well, okay. You're right. I'm gonna be tossing 2 apples with one hand over there, so you can like shoot them both.
Do you want to save that for a later?
Later? Okay, fine. I'll do
Okay.
that. That's a good idea because we're gonna have 9 to work on. I think that might be.
You can do like a fan the hammer sort of.
Yeah, like that. That's why I kind of want to go with like you shoot 2 out of there.
Do you have written down if your gun is double or single action?
It is a Colt Dragoon. It doesn't say.
Okay, I'll look it up. It's not important. We'll get back to it.
Okay, we'll go. So it's
Because
there.
that you can't fan the hammer on a double action revolver.
Okay.
That's just important.
Cool.
So next, he shoots it out of the air. There's a bit of a swooning from the ladies in the audience.
All right, what do you guys got now?
All right, I'll go next. But I look at those acts and I'm just like, okay. I think I'm gonna have to do something a little special here. So
Here
I'm
we
walking up and I have my apple, right? But I decide to eat my apple.
Okay.
I reach in my back pocket. I pull out one of the fireworks. All right. So
Okay.
what I want to do is I want to throw it up in the air and pull out a knife and hit it midair.
The firework or the apple?
The firework. Like I want to light it before I throw it, if that's something I can do, and then just.
You know what might be kind of cool? If you could suggest, if I could make a suggestion.
Oh, I'm all open to suggestions.
You bite the apple,
Mhm.
stab the knife in it, make a hole, and put the firework in it.
Ooh, yeah.
And then
Okay, I'll do
throw it
that.
up and try to hit it at the same
Okay.
time it explodes. There
Okay.
will be a bit of difficulty in this.
That's fine,
But I'm
that's
with
fine.
We
you.
get some bennies.
Yeah, I got some better.
I'm going to say that
Yeah.
the complication of this is going to be a science -2 because I'm counting this as a multi-action.
Okay.
So you get the -2 multi-action.
Okay.
But you have bennies.
Okay.
So, quietly, as everybody's cheering for you, you stride forward.
Mm-hmm.
Just for roleplay purposes, everybody else, Jacques is an introverted guy. And while everybody is cheering for you, he kind of quietly strides forward and nobody's really paying attention to him. You guys are. He takes a bite of the apple, carefully places the knife on top, and rotates it, like methodically. He very, he doesn't almost like he doesn't want to cut himself. He very precisely does it. You guys notice he slides something into the apple, lights a match while everybody's still cheering for that. Lights it. Go ahead and make 2 throwing rolls for me. The first one is not at a -2.
2 throwing rolls. Okay.
And if you get a certain number of raises, we might cancel out those negatives. We'll
Cool. Okay, I'm going to use a Benny.
see. Okay.
Ooh. Okay, 9. That was for 1.
So you get it is not a -2, it's a -1.
Okay.
Go ahead. So you throw that, and you are carefully timing it for the time that it's going to explode.
Mm.
That you throw the knife. So that's why there's a -1.
5.
That is a success. So you throw it up in the air. There's no additional drama. You're just you've calculated the fuse. You're pretty sure you know when it's going to explode. You throw the knife. You guys who are trained combatants watch as the knife hits and then like a bottle rocket.
That's cool.
And the crowd goes fucking wild.
That is. Even I have to like clap.
Yeah,
I clap and the gun goes off.
It only has one shot.
Gotcha.
Pretty cool. It was pretty cool, and you guys do notice that he sort of slinks away, trying to avoid attention. It was a cool thing, and then he doesn't want anybody to crowd him. He kind of slinks back into the crowd.
Damn.
It's your turn.
How you gonna follow that?
Have fun.
All right. So, Cletus is gonna walk up to up the stairs.
Sure.
Now I'm gonna take my bag. I'm gonna show everyone. I'm gonna empty it out. I'm gonna take my apple. Show my apple to the crowd. I'm gonna drop it in the bag. And I'm gonna say, "All right, everyone, watch." And I'm gonna walk it through, and then we'll
sure.
We'll do the roll. So essentially, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take the apple. I'm gonna toss it up into the air, but at the same time, there's going to
apple
be
in your bag.
the apple. So I'm gonna reach in for the apple.
Okay.
That I put in the bag, and I showed everyone the
I get
apple's
where
in the
you're
bag.
going. Okay.
I throw it in the air with like a sea of cards that kind of come out
Okay.
as well. So a sea of cards come out, and as they go through, I'm going to aim at the apple. I'm going to shoot it, right? And in the shot, I'm going to also shoot through a couple of the cards as well.
Okay.
And just bam, hit the apple. Now I'm going to show everyone the empty bag. And then after that, I'm going to reach back in and pull out another apple from nowhere and throw that in the air and shoot that.
I love it. This is a complicated maneuver. It is going to count as a multi-action. So, you're casting trinkets.
Trinkets, correct.
So that's 3 power points.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll shooting. And this is going to count as a multi-action, so it's a -4. Because that's a lot of actions. You're casting a spell. However, I will. No, roll, because if you mess it up, it could still be fun.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
-4.
So what am I rolling right now? The shooting?
Well, first you have to roll. Just roll shooting, -4. Let's keep it simple.
You got this.
You got Benny's.
So don't worry, guys. We got this. And
Okay.
Oh, 4.
8.
No, you got to. Oh yeah, no, you're right.
4.
Yeah.
You got a 4. That's 8 minus 4.
That is a success.
Yes.
So, it isn't
Okay.
quite as extravagant as your initial description. You don't manage to shoot through multiple cards and hit the apple.
Okay.
But there is the spray of cards as you wanted. You hit the apple. It goes off without a hitch. The whole thing. You wanted it to be cooler, but nobody else knows it didn't go the way you wanted it to go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's internal. It's an internal. You're like, man, that would be really cool. But
Hey, I hit the apple.
for everybody else, the crowd loses their minds at the magic trick. It's cool, and it is a very cool follow-up to the fireworks. You guys still have a couple apples left.
I kind of, because he has quick, I kind of just gonna like start. I think we should also take an apple and like throw him up and see how many he can hit, like all 3 of us at the same time. And then you guys go.
Let me check.
Because we have.
This is a single action, by the way. I looked it up. It's a single action.
Oh, so yeah, you can fan the hammer, but you don't have the edge to do that. So
Okay.
it's 3 separate shooting rolls. It counts as a multi-action.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go for it. Why not?
Sure. So you're each throwing an apple for him to hit.
Yeah,
Sure.
all 3 of us.
Okay.
Let's go. We're gonna 3 apples. Let's see what you can get. That's gonna be -4 or.
It's going to be a -4. You make 3 shooting rolls.
It's going to be -4 to all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's 3 different shooters. So let's just see.
It's not like it's the end of the world if you don't pull
Yeah,
this shit
I-
off.
Now I'm gonna say, could we roll a thing to like throw the apple a certain way so it's easier for him to
to
hit?
softball it.
That's what I'm gonna say. Is there a thing we can roll to kind of give him not a -4? I'm just asking. Because we're working together. Is there something we can do? I'm just asking.
You could no, but
Okay.
what you could do is you could try to throw different throws individually for him to hit. Like one person does a soft toss, then like a long toss, and then a crazy. Like you could do it that way, so he can make individual shooting rolls that don't have a minus.
Let's do that then. Let's do that then instead. So
Okay.
it could be. It'll look like it's like more impressive. It's like one throw, then the next, and instead of all throwing
I
at the
think
same
you have
time.
4 apples left, so even if you wanted to do the last one as 2 apples,
Yeah, let's do that. So it'll be 1 afar and then 2 at the same
no,
time.
you should have. I said you have 9, and you have 5 apples left.
Okay.
So
So it'll be mid. It's gonna be.
I think somebody should put it on their head for the final shot.
I'll shoot it off your head, John.
Like do
Yeah, no.
do one like a long shot, and then 2, and then 1 on somebody's head. Just
That'd be fun.
I'll put it on my head. I'll put it on my
you,
head.
you trust me, right?
Yeah.
so
That's
how we
weird.
do, so we're role playing it. They're going wild. They love the magic trick.
Because you're the best shot, so we're gonna trust you. on
And
that.
I will say that your apple is technically real for as long as it's here. You could take a bite of it to like prove that it's.
Oh yeah.
It disappears in
so-
your stomach.
And I grabbed the bullet-ridden apple and just take a chunk out
That's
of it.
awesome. I love it.
All right. So then I'll throw one close, and you throw one that's far. Okay. With the apples for him to shoot. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Is that cool?
Yeah. Well, what after he does that shot? What do you guys say?
I'm gonna say, and we have some more apples left. And honestly, I think that the best shooter among us, as you all know, Duncan right here with his sharpshooting. But I don't think he gave you a proper demonstration of his skills. Let me show you more what this handsome gentleman can do right here. And then I take the apple. I'm gonna say, you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
I'm gonna say, are you ready?
I'm ready.
And then I'm gonna throw one close. So you're gonna do a shooter
This
up
is
here.
the close shot. All I want to know is for cinematics, is it holstered?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing a draw on shoot.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Oh, there you go. That's
6.
Yeah. Rings out through the crowd. Apple scattered into like just. It's a beautiful shot.
I'm gonna say, you're up.
Ready?
Before you even say that, he fires one shot.
Oh, I'm already
as soon
throwing.
as the apple's already left your hand. Just give me a throwing roll to see how far you launch it. Can't fail.
Okay. So D4 minus 2.
With a wild.
2.
Okay, so not the longest shot that could have been done, but still, capable of throwing an apple far. It's just not like a 300-yard pass. So you throw it, and you.
And I.
Oh, that's good.
4.
4. You instantly lock it and fire. It doesn't even get long distance before you hit it.
We have 3 apples left, and now I'm gonna go to him. I'm gonna go at the same time, okay? So I'm gonna
Crisscross apples?
Yeah, we're gonna.
And
both,
this I'll do a multi-action.
Yep.
Yeah, so
and then we're gonna
this
throw.
will be with a -2 for both shooting rolls.
Okay.
You're going to roll 2d8s and 1d6 for the wild. You can apply the wild to either shot.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So you're gonna do.
So I'll roll.
but just look like this. So.
So I'll roll a D6 and a D8 and then another D8.
No, yeah, so 2d8, 1d6.
Here. So here.
Oh, I'll just roll.
And the d6
that's
could
a
go
anyway,
to
That's a
either
D10.
shot.
I think I gave you a D10.
Try to sabotage me.
As after reviewing the rules, I think that's how it works in multi-action.
Okay.
You only roll one wild, and you can apply it.
Okay.
to
That makes
one.
sense. Cool.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
I'll keep rolling. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
19 on the wild die.
And on the d8s. what
So D8s, I got 2 1s, and the wild die I got
19.
what 19.
So one of these shots is going to hit, the other's going to miss.
Okay.
You pick which one, first or second.
I'll hit the second one. I guess.
Okay. So you go to shoot at the first one. Unfortunately, the bullet does not find its mark. However, frustrated that the bullet doesn't find its mark, you swing around and don't even look at the apple, because that's a multiple raises.
Mhm.
Don't even look. Second one, bullseye right through the center.
Yeah.
Nobody even remembers the first apple after that.
Good. Okay, cool.
And as it falls smoking to the ground, there is. People are clapping and cheering, uproariously happy. I mean, that was pretty impressive.
All right, and now I'm gonna say, and folks, we got one more shot for you. Let's add a little bit more danger to this one.
I think we should like lock eyes and nod.
Yeah.
Like, not even say anything.
I'm gonna say, can you help me? And then, do we have the band there or whatever? I'm gonna say,
The choir?
yeah.
Yeah, they're there. They're
Oh,
watching.
do they have any instruments or are they just singing?
It's mostly like banjos. And,
Is there a drum?
Yeah, there's somebody might have it like a not like a bongo, but you know.
I'm gonna say, hey, can you give me a little drum roll, please? There we go. I'm gonna say, please, can we real quick? I want you to just get me like a blindfold because I want you to blindfold me with the apple
Oh
too.
shit!
So,
Yeah.
so we're coming out
Damn.
there, and I want him to blindfold me and put the apple on me, and I'm gonna stand there stonewall, and he's gonna shoot the apple off my head,
I love it.
and then they're gonna go,
No, it's total silence except for the drum roll.
and you better not grab out of that.
No, well here's
Do
the
you want to
thing.
do a blindfold too?
Here's the thing. You can take longer to do this and take the aim action.
Yeah, I was thinking like I want to take a beat just to really like settle
So
things.
you can point the gun, use the aim action.
Mhm.
This makes it take a little longer, but you get to do a +2.
Okay.
Shooting +2.
Okay.
Should I aim it or should I quick draw it?
Oh, you gotta
Yeah.
give it. We're not gonna kill me. All right.
Was
So
that for help?
Nobody in the audience, from an audience perspective, would it be super cool if you quick drawed it? Yes. But it's not going to be noticeably less super cool if you aim first. Because people do not. One thing about people do not like to see real life people die.
Right.
Like, something that's funny about gladiators in ancient Greece, people think in modern way they're portrayed in movies, they were bloodthirsty battlers who killed each other. In reality, they were professional wrestlers that occasionally cut each other with swords to make it look real.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to see actual people die, especially ones they know.
Right.
So if you take a minute and aim, nobody's gonna.
There's
Okay,
a
yeah, we'll do
person
that.
in the audience. Lame.
And I'm also going to be standing by the apple that didn't get shot. I'm going to be standing kind of close to that.
Okay,
For
alright.
something later. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Okay.
So I'm blindfolded. He helps me with the apple on my head. I'm just going to stand there just like this.
You aim. Take a +2 to the shooting roll.
Take a deep breath. I cock the hammer back.
Hell yeah.
And that's an 11.
You cock the hammer back and milk the moment. You've checked the sights on this pistol, as you do every day. You know this shot will hit. But you milk it to make sure the audience thinks that it could miss, that you're nervous.
And the drum's
And then
going.
And then you pull the trigger suddenly and quickly. And that shot rings the air. And the apple disappears off of Clint's head in 2 halves on either side of his body. And there's no sound at all until you bring the pistol up and
I was literally gonna say I blow the smoke off and then I twirl it and stick it back
Yep.
in the holster.
And then
I don't say a word.
yeah, and then the crowd goes fucking wild.
And I take the blindfold off, reach down the apple that he missed, and take a bite out of it as I walk back.
I love it.
And then we're all going to come together as deputies, and we're going to take a bow all together.
And the
I would like to not be there. Is that okay?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure, that gave yeah. You helped me out, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
'cause you guys did that.
The 3 of you guys bow, and the crowd is cheering wonderfully. At which point you notice that standing over by the saloon, politely golf clapping, Miss Victoria Rose Harcourt, and
Right.
4 other women, makes eye contact with you,
Mm-hmm.
and heads inside the saloon with her entourage.
Okay.
Now we're getting to
You
the plot.
only you notice that.
Okay.
Everybody else is bound.
Yeah, because I'd
I
like
was
to
gonna say,
think while
we
they were
can't roll
doing
this,
that,
right?
while they were doing that whole performance, I was in the crowd looking for that, just like
Yeah, you see.
looking for them. Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to say, all right, everyone, you continue enjoying the party. Hope you're having a good time. We're going to take a step back, take a little break, but please enjoy the festivities and don't stop donating the muck and fusses. Thank you very much for all that contributed.
You made $150.
Nice. Wow.
Damn.
And Duncan was the ringer to win. But
Naturally.
That's what we gave
the
him.
general consensus of the crowd is that Cletus was the winner.
Wow.
Damn.
They love the
Okay.
The
magic.
magic, the magic is something special.
Mhm.
Although the fireworks, people loved the fireworks, but
But I pretty good showing, guys. I was very impressed.
I
So you're
think-
saying the crowd favored the Magic Man?
yes. However, it's you can gather it's because of people have an inherent fear of what they don't understand.
Uh-huh.
And what you know about science is that people think they understand science very well.
Right.
Some of the dumbest people on earth think they get it.
It's true. That's true.
And you've experienced that in your life often. But magic, on the other hand, it's the same thing with zodiac signs.
Yeah.
Sorry to trigger anybody who's into it, but
No, I get it. Yeah.
however, we are not going to do the final roll yet. So, your full-on fireworks display has not happened yet.
Okay.
Do you want to do it now? What's going on? The crowd is going back to the party, and there is an actual party atmosphere. People are now. There is now music from the banjos. People are playing instruments that they've brought. A couple of people are dancing, waltzing. People are having legitimate fun.
I'm assuming he's going to, at some point, want to talk to the mayor and see how he's doing with this party and how he's.
You want to go to the
receiving
mayor?
it. Yeah, I want to see. How,
I was gonna say I was gonna talk to Duncan about our little situation with the mayor and these funds.
what's the situation?
Would you rather they go talk to the mayor and you go talk to Jacques, since you're supposed to be his backup?
Sure. Yes. Well, he has to talk to me and let me know he saw.
Sure,
it,
but
so-
we could.
Yes. Okay. So
You
then,
know that he's supposed to be your backup,
so
so
then
we could work at that.
I'll be going with him. Then you talk to him. I just want to see how he's receiving. But yes.
So, help me out here. I'll do the cinematics. What happens immediately? I'll make it happen. What happens immediately after you guys take a bow? You noticed her going. Now we're back in that moment.
Okay.
What's happening? Who's doing what? You guys have bowed. The crowd was cheering. They're now dispersing, laughing, talking. What's going on?
I would assume.
How far away am I from Clint and the rest of these guys?
15 feet through a crowd.
Okay. I'll try to get Clint's attention. I'll just try to wave him over. See if he sees me.
I'll probably be looking for him. So would I notice? Or do I have to do a notice check?
Since I didn't go on the stage, he might be
Maybe.
looking
It
for me.
depends on what everybody else is doing.
I'm gonna
What are you two doing in the meantime?
You want to talk to the mayor, right?
You guys have finished. Well, let's remove objective from the situation. You guys just put on a performance. You're bowing. What would actual people do in this moment of confusion? Your objective is currently different because you
I would
saw
be-
something that no one else.
I will be going to take a break. I will be going to sit down and rest because after that performance,
Sure.
right there, I will be like, all right, I'm going to relax for a little bit. So.
Okay. You two.
I'm gonna go down and just talk with some of the people in the crowd, just kind of mingling, talking about the shooting contest. and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Okay. And you are.
Well, I was gonna come up to you and say,
You can pull me
Hey.
away.
hey, when do you think we should bring it to the mayor's attention that this party cost a little more than he put out?
Did it? I don't actually remember that.
Yeah. So he
You
gave
kept
us
track.
he gave us $400, and we went $115 over budget.
You did make enough donations to cover that.
We're gonna take from the donations.
Just letting you know. Justin, give me the bottle of
Yeah, absolutely.
What did we spend all the money on?
The food
Battle
cost.
Bites?
Battle Bites. Let's see here.
Which
Liquor.
Battle Bite's worth every penny. We're not
Worth
saying it's not
every
worth
penny,
it. Absolutely.
absolutely.
If you've seen this party battle, this is fantastic. Couldn't happen without you.
It was mostly the food. The food put us over.
Okay.
Well, I think that was a problem with your budget was when you cost more money to the alcohol than the food. I think that was a oversight on your end. No offense.
Well, you know, yeah, I don't want anyone to put blame anywhere. It could have happened to anybody, but
The alcohol is certainly not going to waste.
So yeah, I mean
You could
that is an
also
option.
cover
we
it
could
from
just
your own funds.
we could just take from the funds that we just raised and you know, give the muck and fusses the whatever, you know, all the leftover.
The $45.
The
$45 is
That's a lot of money.
Well,
But,
Yeah, we didn't say all of it will be going.
However, $150 in this time period is life changing, especially in a time period where women don't work.
oh, we could set them up for life, guys.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Maybe try and get the money out of the mayor, and then if that fails,
Listen,
You're gonna roll this
you're doing-
persuasion
You're
check
doing your
over there.
thing. Cletus is a man that lives in this
You can
time
talk to the
period,
mayor. It's like, hey,
and we don't judge
put a little bit
DJ for the
of
decisions
shit
that
into
Cletus
that.
makes. That's all I'm
Put
saying.
that nail in the coffin. You'll be shit.
Do what you want to do.
And then we can take the money from the election.
But
The
what I'm
money
saying to Duncan
donations.
is that you know what $150 could do for a widowed mother and a widowed wife with kids to feed.
I think you know what you're gonna do.
and we're over
By 115.
15. Okay.
However, what's that? $35? 15
Oh, that would be leftover. $35 left over.
$35 is still a lot of money, but it's not. It's like we're not gonna go hungry for a little bit.
Yeah. No, I think we would have.
Well, role play it. I'm just letting you know because I know that the dollar amounts are weird compared to what we do now. Just letting you know the amount of money that is
How
available.
well off is the mayor?
Him personally,
Yeah.
he lives comfortably, but he's not rich. The only rich person in town is Victoria Harcourt.
Maybe she can make a donation.
maybe.
Mayor's well off, but he's the mayor.
Just trying to think how well off you would have to be like, yeah, here's an extra like $100.
Well, he paid out of
Yeah.
taxes too. He didn't pay for it.
That's
Unless
why.
you want to, unless you want to try to convince him that he should pay, you can do that too.
So Sean had an idea.
Yeah, I said it's like, hey, you know, we can try to persuade the mayor. It's like, hey, you know, if you go up there and publicly say you're donating money to the family of the Muck and Fusses, that would probably get another spur of. Because when people in the crowd see a public figure donate money, it also spawns
I
people
get
to
it.
donate more. So
I get
if
it.
we try to do that, maybe we can get more, and then use some of that money to help pay for the stuff as well. So
So we could say that that's Duncan's idea, but I want to role play it out,
yes,
and I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I like that idea.
and then what am I doing? Because I'm just sitting down. You're gonna have to come and get me. Guys.
Yeah, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of happening concurrently. You're gonna have to fight through the crowd a little bit to go talk to him.
Okay.
All right. So you're first.
Yeah, so I don't know how well versed you are with our little money situation with the mayor, but we kind of we went a little over budget, just a little bit.
You say
By 100
we like I speak French.
Well,
What do you mean we went over budget?
the both of us when we split the money up, we
I wish
both
it wasn't that
went
funny.
over. We both went over our budget, and we're over by $115.
$115.
He spits out his drinks.
$150.
Well, yes,
What are we buying? Top shelf? What is this?
we bought everything. I mean, that literally, we bought Battle Bites and we bought the liquor store, and we bought the construction, and we bought the entertainment, and the banners, and everything.
Alright, I have an idea. Let me go talk to the mayor real quick. You come with me.
You were the one that wanted the cider and lemonade tea.
We can't just have all whiskey every time.
The kids are drunk.
vomit the goat.
Johnson, 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 Johnson.
You go over to talk to the mayor.
Yeah, we're gonna make our way over there.
Okay, so we'll continue this thread, but this is kind of happening concurrently with what you guys are doing.
Okay.
So you guys go over to the mayor. The mayor is looking around at all the revelry with a mixture of happiness and disgust because people are drinking at this event. And while nothing has gotten out of hand, you know, the devil's drink.
Yeah.
So you guys go over to him. He's currently shaking hands with somebody talking, and as he sees you approaching, he makes his excuses and turns to face you. Well, so far, so good. Nothing too violent, although I don't approve of gunplay in town. I will admit it was an entertaining show.
Oh, it's all in good fun, Mr. Mayor. We're just trying to, liven the party up a little bit. You are safe.
I understand. Just my opinions be known.
Oh, and your opinions are very well valued around here, sir.
This is an excellent shindig. I'm glad that it hasn't turned to violence and debauchery. So,
Just what the town needs.
exactly. I'm of the same mind, and great for the Baptist vote. So, gentlemen, what can I do for you?
Well, speaking of that Baptist vote, we were trying to brainstorm some way to really cap off the festivities tonight, and, obviously this is based on, completely off of your generosity, of course. I know you're kind of looking for a way to plug your upcoming campaign. I think it would make a really nice capstone to the event if you yourself maybe came up on stage. We gave you some time to give a little speech, talk about the upcoming election. And, maybe you could make your own large donation for the Muck and Fusses.
Roll persuasion.
Benny time?
Benny time.
Benny time!
There we go. That's a Benny time.
That is 11.
11.
Yeah.
One raise, right?
You know,
So give me his
you're a
campaign.
smart fella.
Give me his campaign manager.
I think that might be a fantastic idea. I think I need to make some conversation, shake some hands within the hour.
Absolutely.
Within the hour, you're both. Bless you both. Bless you. And he immediately a vigor starts to go, and he starts walking off to go talk.
His eyes are like spinning. Yeah.
As he's walking off, I'm kicking him going, wait, we didn't solve the issue with the budget.
I think that will solve the issue with the budget, but you just leave that to me.
Oh, very well then. At least I don't have to get my hands dirty. The budget's on you. $115. You gotta figure it out.
You make your way over to Clint.
I see him sitting down, just relaxing, and I'm like, excellent performance.
That was some mighty fine shoot. Whatever that was. That was mighty fine of it.
I'd say so. Yes, indeed. You busy right now?
Looking at my alcohol. Yeah.
Well,
Your stomach goes.
I look at my drink and I go, yeah.
Sorry, that was my diabetes.
Yeah, I gotta
Give me my insulin.
well, let's say you and I head to the saloon. Some people in there I need to talk to, but I'm sure we can grab you a drink at the bar.
Oh.
Is there any drinks left at the bar?
It's time already? Alright. I stand up. I finish the rest of my drink, put it down, and I go, let's go.
I put my hand on Clint's shoulder. Clint, as I said, just walk into the saloon, sit down, and have a drink. Okay?
You got it. Alright.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do
I
that.
head towards the saloon.
Are we going in together? Actually, I was asking, are we going together?
I say, you know what? Come in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
There's nothing necessarily stopping you from walking into.
That's why I said, should I
unless
go
that's
in?
what you want.
Should I go in first and kind of
No,
scout?
I'd rather you going after me. and go sit at a table. Don't sit with me.
Yeah, but what if
There's no one else in the saloon.
Ah.
Saloons, the businesses are
Hard-
technically closed because of the
Right.
street festival.
All right. So it'd
But
be weird. if-
Miss Harcourt owns this town.
So she would know Clint.
She would.
Yeah,
know.
she had a conversation.
She's
with
met.
him,
She's met. She knows both of you.
Okay.
You know her. You have not had extensive conversations with her, but you know who she is.
Gotcha. Okay.
I would still want you to come in after me.
All right,
Come-
fine.
Wait 5 minutes.
All right, I'll wait 5 minutes and I'm going to go in. I'll just say I'm looking for some more drinks. There we go. Let's say that.
Sure, yeah, that'll work.
Good. Or depends. She knows you're a deputy.
Mhm.
Depends on how you guys want to play it. How you guys want to play it.
No, I'd rather have a conversation with her first. Before.
Alone?
Sure.
You say you want to have the conversation alone. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, got it.
You don't have to necessarily pull a subterfuge unless you're trying to gain something from it. I'm trying to gain. What do you guys want? Tell me what you want.
He just wants his
I'd
backup
like to have. I just need him as backup in case shit goes sideways.
So what do you want?
just to kind of be his backup. I mean, I guess I kind of want to eavesdrop a little bit too.
That okay.
So I would probably kind of listen in as third.
So we'll make a roll for that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Cool. Well, it's 9 o'clock. I think it's time for a break.
Yep.
Um, for those of you watching, thank you so much. This has been a fun role play adventure. I as a dungeon master personally love these interludes more than combat. I love when we get to experience this. So we're gonna take a break, bathroom break, 15 minutes maybe. We're gonna talk about probably the new Pokemon game for a while.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Thank you so much for watching. I have to do a quick outro for Justin for editing, and then we are going to do a 15-minute break. Thank you. We'll take off our overlays. Guns galore and a party worth remembering here in Black Horse, Kansas. Thank you for joining us for Of Dice and Men, The Weird West. We'll see you next time, and happy Thanksgiving. Okay.
And you want to do the intro for this national
Oh,
coming up
right,
too?
I should do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for it.
might as well
Yeah.
do it now. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us for Of Dice and Men, The Weird West, a spooky horror western game in the Savage Worlds D4 through D12 dice tabletop system. I am Sid. I am your dungeon master for the evening. And a quick recap of our adventure. The posse, having battled gang members that have risen from the dead and strange plant people, decided to hold a party to raise the spirits of the townsfolk of Black Horse, Kansas, which went off without a hitch. However, lurking in the crowd was a mysterious figure. Carmela Victoria Rose Harcourt, the owner of the town, essentially, and a subsidiary of the Black River Rail Company, made eye contact with Jack, a member of our posse, and headed inside the saloon for a clandestine conversation. Jacques and Clint made their way towards the saloon. And that's where we pick up tonight's episode of Dice and Men, The Weird West.
Nice. All right.
Get us out before we start saying racist and anti-Semite things.
Don't say
I
that.
do that a lot.
We do. Well, I mean,
That's
it's
all we
time
talk
for
about.
it.
But is that being recorded right now? I wonder if we can get rid of
It's
it.
been recorded.
No, but like see the chat's on there now.
I don't think the chat displays on the recording.
Might.
I think it might just be for us.
No,
It is just for us.
Oh, is it? Oh, hell yeah.
there.
That's cool.
Oh, it is going on the. It's showing up on the Twitch stream.
Well, I don't know.
So we're
I
probably,
think it's
I
fine.
mean, it's fine. It's not.
It's not really blocking anything.
Yeah.
but like it's gonna still be there. So I just want to know. Oh wait, it's because you bookmarked
Oh.
it. There we go. That's how.
Okay,
Cool.
that's up. Well, you learn new things every day. Okay.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Yeah.
No, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Hey folks. Hope you enjoyed your pee break. We're back at it. So, let me get our overlays over. Except for Twitter. No.
Yeah, we don't talk about
Elon, you fucking goon.
You
I said
goober.
it. I said it, Elon. Okay, so. You guys are approaching the saloon.
Mm-hmm. And as we're approaching, I say, Clint, as I said before, wait 5 minutes before you come in.
And then come in guns blazing.
No. No.
Why am I even here?
In case things go sideways,
Then come in guns blazing.
be prepared to battle. I'll just say that.
Okay.
But give me 5 minutes.
You should like do a call to let me know, like if you need me calling sooner.
Okay, sure.
Grr, Blastoise sucks!
Just yell. I think it's a bit
Sorry,
cold in here.
that was for Justin.
Just if you yell, I think it's a bit cold in here. I'll come in.
Charizard's the
Okay.
best!
You gotta be real loud.
That should be your code.
Our code will be it's a little chilly in here.
It's a little chilly in here. Yeah,
Oh god, I can
What-
cut
what if it is
glass.
actually
It's
cold?
a little
Say
chilly
cold.
in here.
chilly. Say
Yes.
chilly. If you say
Chilly.
cold, I'm not gonna come in.
Fine, chilly.
Okay, gotcha.
Where's Chile?
South America.
Ask Asphodel Bites. All right.
Anyway. Okay. So I walk into the saloon, push the doors open, walk through.
You enter the empty saloon. The crowd laughing, dancing behind you into a empty room. Other than the 4 women who are inside.
Could I be rolling before it? Can I roll stealth and kind of like listen in as this is happening? Can I roll that right now so like I hear what's going on?
Yes, save the roll and let me know at the end. You enter into the saloon. A woman who you have never seen before is sitting over at a table by herself. There are 4 other women accompanying her, but not sitting. They're spread throughout the room.
Mm.
She has very close cropped, graying black hair, a triangular face, Caucasian woman,
Mm.
looks to be in her 50s, 60s, something like that, with a pair of spectacles placed like half moon on her nose. The other women are of varying ages between what appears to be, could be anywhere from 18 to 30.
Okay.
The first one is a slightly fat-cheeked woman with raven hair that comes down, heart-shaped lips. In modern times, look like a Firefly girl,
Mm.
if that makes sense. Firefly
Mhm.
Festival for you New Jersey people out there. There is a dark-skinned woman. You can't tell if it's Hispanic or black.
Mm.
Can't tell, but somewhere in between the two skin tones and facial structure, complexion, hair, somewhere in between the two, you can't tell.
Mm.
But appears to be about 18. Relatively, you can see in the slight half smile, large teeth.
Mm.
There's another woman that appears to be maybe Italian or Greek.
Mm.
Something of the dark-skinned, olive complexion, Caucasian,
Mm.
one of those, with a slightly large nose, kind of a huskier set woman, but not overweight, just a heavier built woman. And the final woman is the shortest of the bunch. She has her hair up in a ponytail. Another Caucasian woman. However, she has a somewhat square face, like a square jaw. The four women who are, you can easily tell which one is the matron of the group. The older woman with the half moon spectacles and the close cropped hair. The other women are arranged around the room wearing various very well make dresses, but I'd like you to roll a notice for me real quick.
Okay. Ooh. I got a raise on both of them.
Nice.
Okay, so that was 17 on the wild die, and
Whichever's higher, take the
yeah,
higher.
17. Yeah.
17. You notice, looking at them, the dresses that they wear are feminine, but functional. They are designed to be both. They appear feminine, but could easily give them plenty of room to move in a combat situation.
Okay. And you said it's
5 women in the room,
okay.
including.
All right.
On the table in front of her is a bottle of wine and 2 empty glasses. Crystal glasses from your. From how far you are away. They're not like just cups. It's
Okay.
like crystal, somewhat fancy glasses.
Okay. I walk in and I walk towards Lady Hardcore, clocking the other women throughout the room. You know. I see her and I say, "Good evening, ma'am. May I have a seat?"
Be my guest, Mr. Cyrus. As I understand, you would prefer not to be known, addressed as Mr. LaCroix.
That is correct.
She gestures over to the nearest woman, who is the square-jawed looking woman. Says, "Do you drink?"
I do, of course.
Pours the glass, perfect half pour. Miss Harcourt raises the glass to you,
I raise my glass as well.
gently clink them together, and says, "To your health."
Ah,
And takes a sip.
thanks. Yours as well. I put it up. Can I put it up to my mouth, but like not take,
You
like,
could
pretend to take a sip?
It's up to you. It was poured from the same bottle, and she appears to be drinking it.
Okay.
If you're worried about poison. Otherwise, roll stealth.
Yeah, I'll roll stealth.
Okay.
That's a 5.
That is a success, so you do not take a sip, but you convincingly make it look like you've taken a sip.
Okay. So, I set the glass back down. So, Lady Hardcore, is that what you like to be called?
Miss.
Miss Hardcore. My apologies. How is it that you've come to know my family name?
There is little you can conceal from us once we have a mind to know it. I don't think I need to wax poetic to you about the nature of what we are capable of. Perhaps not you yourself, but your sister. Oh, we're quite aware of the situation. For you see, we keep very close tabs on our competitors. We had you clocked as soon as you entered Missouri. I'm quite surprised your sister has let you out of prison.
Well, yes, if I'm being quite honest, I was surprised myself, but,
Wonderful work in El Paso, by the way.
I'm being honest, it was, some of my best work.
And I'll have you know, I've been working overtime to keep the Texas Rangers off your back.
Really? Well, I must say it. I do appreciate that. So, Lady Hardcore, or Miss Hardcore, I'm sorry, let me ask you, if you don't mind telling me, what is your, interest in, or what have you been finding out about the other railroad companies? Is that something you'd be interested in sharing?
I would not.
Of course.
I would be interested, personally, to know what you are doing here. Now, the deputies of this town they have their uses, as all men do. Little more for lifting heavy things and shooting. You seem to be of a different sort. Your mind seems to be your strength. That's dangerous to me. See, I don't like men who think. So, I'm interested in what you're doing here.
Well, if I'm being completely honest with you, you're not going to like what I'm about to tell you, since you don't like thinking. So, perhaps I shall just say that your town is of great interest to Vermilion Bayou, or Bayou Vermilion. And,
All towns under the under the protection of Black River are of interest to Bayou Vermilion, as they are to Union Pacific and Lone Star. I'm sure you catch my drift.
that I do. Okay, at this point, I want to see if I can notice what the other women around the room are
Go ahead, roll. Roll notice for me. Clint, about a minute has passed.
Okay. I've rolled a 5 on stealth and a 7 on notice.
Nobody notices you. You catch snippets of this conversation.
Okay.
That is an 11 with 1 raise.
The women in the room are awaiting commands. They're not aggressive. They're awaiting to be told what to do in case things were to become a fight. But there's no overt aggressive actions towards you.
Miss Harcourt, I'd like to extend an olive branch to you. Now, it's clear to me that you run this town, and from what you just told me, you seem to have a hand in everything, so to speak. I was wondering if you could use, let's say, some assistance. Is there anything that you're interested in? Something maybe beyond your reach that, say, a man who likes to think might be able to assist with?
It's funny you mention such. Because I would.
Oh, well. The floor is yours, miss.
I would be interested, if you are for sale, in buying your loyalty.
Really?
Oh, what Black River could do with the loyalty of the youngest brother of Simone LaCroix. We could make beautiful music together. I'm sure you understand that.
So what you're telling me is you wish to take down Bayou Vermilion?
I wish to take down all railroad companies. I want you to understand that I am not the owner of Black River.
Really?
I am the owner of Black Horse.
Oh, well then who is the owner of the railroad company?
Maybe someday you'll meet her. However, consider me your first interview. You seem completely capable. Very capable. In fact, I've noticed your the town hasn't been completely overrun with these replicants, as the deputies call them. Plant people, yes?
Of course you would know of the plant people.
But the lives of sweaty railroad workers are not my concern. Easily replaceable. Now you see, I've stated before that I don't like thinking men. But they certainly have their uses. And you could be quite useful for me. Quite useful to the railroad company. And quite useful to the end of Bayou Vermilion, which I think would benefit us all.
Well, though your what you say is quite true, I'm a little bit worried about what might become of me once you have no more use for me. As you can imagine, that is a concern.
Of course. I guess we both have to take a leap of faith. For example, you could walk out of this room and send some sort of message to your sister about our conversation. I'm trusting that you will not.
I must say, you've given me a lot to think about on such a festive occasion.
Just
Do I
takes
have
another sip of the wine.
Do I have to give you an answer now?
It's been about 3 minutes, Clint.
Okay. Do I pick up anything else? Okay.
I would prefer. You know what? We'll say that it, for cinematic purposes, we'll say the time has come for you to enter.
Okay.
I think that's a
Yeah, that's
cinematic
fine.
moment.
That's fine. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to come through the doors now, just like lean in, looking in. Do I see if I notice like anything in trouble, like anything that's tense?
Oh, there's tension in the room.
Like hostile tension.
Oh yeah, the room is tense.
Okay?
Justin, this is for you to describe to Sean
Okay.
how you want it. There's tension in this room.
Mm-hmm.
People are good at reading each other's tension. What would Clint pick up on?
Okay, so you walk in, or you peek into the room, and you see 4 random women standing in different parts of the saloon.
Okay?
Not really doing anything, they're just standing there like they're awaiting orders.
Okay.
You see me sitting at a table with another woman, slightly older. Well, you recognize her, Miss Harcourt. You see me at the table, sitting there, just like messing like this, like with a glass of wine that I haven't drunk.
Okay.
And I'm staring at this woman, and she's staring back at me. Or I guess you'd see us like talking back and forth
Okay.
a little bit.
So I'm going to go approach the bar because I'm gonna have to come in. I'm coming in looking for like a certain drink that I like, because that's what my cover is gonna be for why I entered this place. Okay.
Okay.
Is there a bartender on?
No, they're outside. So you're attempting a deception that you're stumbling in drunk.
No, I'm like, no, I'm sober, but I'm coming in. It's like I just want to look here because like, why else would I come in here? I don't want it to like seem like he told me to come in. I came in my own volition. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure. Let me ask an alternate question. As a tactician, why is that not an option?
What do you mean?
That he told you to come in later.
Because I didn't, I guess, want to him that like he was like, I guess distrustful. I guess.
It's up to you. I'm asking. I'm presenting other options.
Okay. So with my, I guess, smarts, can I like roll like what would I think right now? Like what would I?
Or you could spend a Benny if you want a hint.
I'll do that. I don't want to ruin like
Yeah,
this
sure.
thing, so I'm going to spend a penny. Okay.
From what you've overheard, now is the time for the display of. You want a display of strength.
Okay. So then I'm going to do that. I'm going to come in.
And it. You know. As a military commander, you know that you never dismiss an ally.
Mm-hmm.
But you also don't necessarily need to accept an enemy.
Gotcha.
So I guess it would depend on how much Clint considers Jacques an ally.
Gotcha. So I'm coming in to like basically I want to show her that like, hey, you know, we have some muscle here. Like he can't get pushed around in this whatever discussion they're having. That's what I'm kind of trying to say.
Like that your presence there is
Yes.
like, you know,
You enter the
a deterrent.
Yep.
shoulder check, the saloon door open.
Mm-hmm.
The conversation stops.
Mm.
Everybody looks towards that door.
Just coming in to get another drink, and I'm like, I'm eyeing them up as I'm walking closer to the bar. Like looking at them, like walking closer. How you doing, Jock?
Not bad.
Yes.
You enjoying the party?
One of the women
Very
on the other
much.
side says, "This is a private meeting, deputy."
And I'm the deputy of the town. Making sure everyone's playing nice.
Of
and this-
which you are an employee. Please excuse yourself.
Clint, it's okay. We're good here. There's more drinks outside. Feeling
No. Miss Harper speaks up. Let him stay. He did arrange this meeting after all, didn't he?
I suppose that's true. Yes.
Please join us, acting sheriff.
Mighty kind of you, Miss Harcourt. And I'm gonna take a seat, kind of like on the other side of like, kind of like say that like, hey, his muscle can't get pushed around, so I'm gonna kind of like be present next to him.
She is hungrily looking at him.
Okay.
Looking at you. Like,
Interesting.
yeah, she's like, roll notice for me.
Yeah, dude.
Big old dick.
She wants some of that guns. You know what? I got a 5.
Getting it in, man.
She's looking at him like she's got you in a vice grip.
Damn.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Isn't it wonderful?
Yes, it sure is. Sure is.
I'm sure I have nothing that the acting sheriff wouldn't be interested in knowing. Wouldn't I, Mr. LaCroix? I'm sure you've told him everything. He's such a good friend of yours, he said at this meeting, obviously. Would you care for a
Yes,
drink?
you could say we're good friends.
Would you care for a drink, deputy?
I have plenty. I'm also sure that there's some things that you don't know as well, Miss Harcourt.
Oh, I'm sure there are, but I don't concern myself with things that aren't of profit to the company.
Well, something might be very non-profitable to your company.
Well, I will be interested in hearing it.
Atticus yonder rose from the dead. Came to the sheriff's office after he died with the same wound he was killed with. And that's why I was brought back. Now, I think the only one that might want to bring him back is someone that has it out for your company and want to make it very hard. Someone's trying to sabotage you. Now, the talks of this town about the replicants and this, I think they're coming at you hard. And I think it might be in your best interest
Indeed, aren't they?
to figure out what's going on, and we might require some assistance.
Wouldn't we wonder who could raise the dead?
Yes, quite an interesting.
Wouldn't we?
Yes.
Oh, it's
quite
so
an
interesting.
It's
Yes, it
interesting,
is,
yeah.
isn't it? Oh, you haven't told him everything, have you? Oh, he knows very little, does he?
I haven't told Clint everything.
Oh, that's a shame. Shall I? Or would you like to?
I'm
Oh,
perfectly
it's so
capable.
wonderful. You sure you wouldn't like a drink? She's relishing every minute of this. How weak your bargaining position has just become. Would you rather hear it from me or your friend, Deputy? Oh, excuse my rudeness. How rude, Acting Sheriff. Of course.
Clint, perhaps I
Jess, I'm sorry, can you move your...
Oh, yeah. Clint, perhaps I haven't been fully honest with you since coming into town. When I came into town, my main objective was to find out who was controlling the railway system here in town. And the reason for that is because I am part of another railroad company, family owned, you could say. Bayou
You
Vermilion.
could say.
And I'm slowly starting to realize that perhaps I was a bit over my head starting with Black Horse. But
Even Icarus flew too close to the sun.
Jacques, let me ask you one question. The Dead Walking, these replicants, is the group you're associated responsible for this?
I can't say for sure because, well, let me start by saying Bayou Vermilion has dabbled with The Walking Dead. Which I told you. I did tell you that. But, the ones we're seeing around here are quite different. I don't recall Bayou Vermilion having the means to bring back someone as lively as Atticus, I'll say.
And we decided that with Atticus's ties to the Texas Rangers, that maybe Lone Star Company might be a group of interest that might be coming for you. And you're saying that it's his group. Is that what you're saying, Miss Harcourt?
The evidence supports. Lone Star is a collective group of cattle barons who have raised a lot of money and used their wealth and influence to affect the, quite frankly, struggling economy of the Confederacy. After all, 4 million people and slaves can't support a war machine. And yet the Confederacy persists. So it is funded by rich individuals who have an interest in staying rich. Don't they, rich individuals?
This is true. So about that offer you proposed before my friend walked in.
We'd like to talk business, but I'm not quite prepared. I'd like to hear you say it. Your sister.
What about her?
Oh, let's not play coy, Mr. LaCroix.
At this point, Jock's holding the glass and he slams it down. What is it that you want to know about him that you don't already know?
Yes, I don't want to know anything about him.
Then what do you want me to say?
I'd like your friend to know. From your own mouth. The games we play, the tangled webs we weave, I'd like him to know just how complicated the barrel he's dumped his head into becomes.
Clint, I may have told you before that Bayou Vermilion is a family-owned railroad company. That of which I am the youngest of. The company was originally created by my sister.
Sorry, Justin. Hand.
Oh, right, sorry. Was created by my sister.
I appreciate the roleplay.
But she passed a while back. And the company was given over to my older brother, who stole the company from my sister along with her life. And because of that, I did not take kindly to that, and my brother thought it might be best that I be put away, so I wouldn't be too much trouble. Threw me in jail. Left me there to rot as he runs the company that my sister built. So, needless to say, after a while of thinking it over, I joined forces with my brother, joined his side, and became somewhat of a spy, I'll say, for the other railroad companies. My first mission was to halt activity of the railroads out in El Paso, which I managed to do quite well. And then my next mission was to come here, to Black Horse, scope out the area, try to gain allies, weaken our rivals.
But they underestimated our abilities.
Clearly.
As often men do.
So he was trying to sabotage this company?
Is that Sean asking?
I'm asking.
Yes. He was.
No, I'm saying I'm the character. I'm saying,
Oh,
are you
in
saying-
character?
Yeah. Are you saying he was trying to sabotage this company, and I'm looking at him, and this town?
More so the railroad company.
But
Oh, I think he was trying to put it under new management, yeah.
Yeah.
you know, who cares if innocent civilians in this town get hurt as long as it brings down the railroad company? Is that what you're saying?
What I am saying is that taking down the railroad company was my first objective.
And you're saying that taking out the food source, cutting down the wires of the town, weaken this town bit by bit. Is that the people you work with?
I see
Look
what
at me.
I see what you're getting at, Clint.
Look at me.
But trust me when I say I had nothing to do with that. Nothing. And she already knows about the plant people.
And I believe you on that front. Acting Sheriff, please don't get it twisted. I don't care about the fates of a group of sweaty railroad workers. Profits are to be made where they are to be made, and you're a military man. You know that no army can function without gold. But our friend here knows that gold is only worth its weight. And we both know something that's worth far more its weight in gold, yes?
This is true.
So, the three of us in this room have an understanding, perhaps, that could be very profitable for all of us. I'm sure the sheriff has told you about Crown Hill. Of course, he went there on my orders.
Not me, Sheriff, right?
The actual sheriff.
On your orders, you say.
Of course, I pay his salary. I own everything in this town.
Is that where the dinosaur bones are found with the Ghost Rock? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. We don't know what Ghost Rock is. So I'm going to say that you're talking about the discovery of the dinosaur bones that we heard about?
No, we're not.
The
we're-
dinosaur bones isn't what she's talking about.
And what is she talking about?
If I had to guess, it would be the ghost.
Still don't know what that is.
And you never need to concern yourself. Allow us, who understand it, to do the thinking. You just do the good looking.
With all due respect,
You could become a very rich man before you continue that sentiment, could you not?
I got this, Clint. So, Lady Hardcore, as I was saying before about your proposition, I only have a few requests before I agree, if you would so graciously let me tell them to you.
I will certainly hear them.
You wish to take down Bayou Vermilion, correct?
Partially.
What do you mean by partially?
she wants to join with them.
No, I wish to be the only transcontinental railroad.
So you must absorb them. Is that what you're saying?
No, they must be destroyed utterly.
Unless Jock here takes over for the company and works under you.
Well,
Could be a little branch.
Well, I want to be the one to do it.
For the first time, the demeanor cracks. Elaborate.
I want to be the one to take down my brother. I don't care if he knows that you had a hand in it or not. But I want to be the one who's there when he breathes his last breath. I want him to know it was me.
Roll persuasion.
Alright, persuasion.
Nice.
That is a 7. With a raise.
7's not a raise.
8 would be a raise.
Oh.
So it's a success. You
Yeah.
succeed. A happiness occurs upon the face, but there's still the businesswoman there. You will be my subordinate. You understand?
I'm aware.
And you always have been. I trust there will be no further trouble with you or the other three?
I am acting sheriff.
I want you to understand how easily I can take that away. Just so we're clear.
Are you? I didn't understand that. Why would she take it away? Would she give it to somebody
If
else?
you don't cooperate.
Oh, I mean, Miss Harcourt, I'll follow your orders. However, I think this town is also in danger with these replicants going around, Texas Rangers.
I'll
Stand
keep
up
the
for that.
Texas Rangers off your back. Allow me to worry about the rivals of the railroad company. I pay you to handle the replicants. Oh, were you under the impression that I was responsible?
It was a thought that crossed our minds.
I don't know anything about these fucking plant people. I need you to handle them.
I would just like to know if you have any understanding.
Does
that
anybody want to roll a notice real quick
Yes.
to see if she's fucking lying about that shit?
I'd like to roll. But
Yeah, you can both roll.
Okay. I'm gonna use a Benny.
Okay.
Should I keep them?
Was it a success?
No.
Was it a 4?
It was 3.
No, it's a failure.
5.
5, that's a success. She's not lying.
Okay.
Nothing more.
I just want to know, this Buy Vermilion, are they the ones responsible for all this stuff that's coming in this town? Are they trying to undermine this town to get at the railroad company? That is all I need to know. If the answer is yes, you have my support and 3 supports of the sheriff.
And if you don't know, allow me to send a message to my brother. Perhaps I can persuade him to let me know if he's got any other things at his hand going on into town.
You will be able to send messages once they are approved.
Of course,
Nice.
naturally.
What if I were to say it's complicated?
I just need to know if you are intentionally causing harm to people in this town. And if that's complicated as well,
Intentionally is a strong word.
I
do not kill what I can use. And plant people that kill to replace is bad business.
so okay, she's not responsible for this.
And understand that if you fail, I shall call in far greater resources.
You won't have to worry about that. We won't fail.
I trust you won't. We'll discuss further. Perhaps far greater rewards should you succeed with flying colors. I feel we've had a very great conversation.
Indeed.
Are we finished, Lady Harcourt?
Dismissed.
Take the wine in the glass, chug it,
Okay.
set it back down. Give her a little nod, stand up, and walk out.
And as I'm going out, I'm going to say, and one quick thing. I know you're hasty, or you're cautious to not give us all the facts. But I know that you're aware of who I am, what's happened to me. It would be beneficial if I know some of these answers in due time.
May I call you Clint?
You may.
Clint, you wouldn't believe me even if I told you. Dismissed.
Okay. God, it goes much deeper. Okay. Because I want to know that shit. Okay. All right. I'm going to go. I'm just going to take a nod knowing like that's much I can
Sorry,
do.
Sean.
Yeah. All right.
So you come out a little bit after me, right? Because after I like put my glass on, I just walked out.
I would imagine he stood up and then like kind of said that after you walked out.
Yes.
Okay. So when you get outside, I'm like sitting down like on the porch. Is the party still going on?
Oh yeah.
So
It's
the
like
party's-
it's compared to the silence that was in there. It's a wave of noise.
So as the party's still going on, I'm sitting down like on the step, and I have like the most defeated look on my face. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen me like this, but like I look utterly defeated. But like if you looked me in the eye, I still had this like blank stare, like I'm just staring off into the distance. Like I'm pissed, but I also know I got my ass handed to me in that room. I know you weren't there for the whole conversation, but for the part that you were there for,
Oh, what's my
I'm
like?
just like, what the fuck?
So that went well.
I don't even look at you. I hear what you say, but I'm just like, I'm just staring off into the distance, like.
So you really weren't going to tell us all this shit you're mixed up with?
I was going to tell you when I deemed it necessary, but
This
time waits for no
Plant
man.
people, the dead walking, whatever fucked up shit happens tomorrow, I don't know, like raining lines, I don't give a shit. You think, when would it have been good enough now? If this company you're working with is responsible for the shit happening in this town, that's something that we need to know. And I don't give a shit about your fucked up family situation. I just need to know, can we trust you in what's about to happen? Because if we're going to go to a battle with this company that you work for, I need to know that I can trust you.
Clint, when I gave you that gun that you're wearing right now, I gave it to you as a sign of respect and a sign of friendship. Now, I understand that our paths are different. You have some goals that you need to have fulfilled, as do I. My main objective is to make sure that my brother dies. That's all I really care about. And you can trust that I'm being 100% honest with you. That I will see him dead.
Do you want to roll notice on that? You can choose to oppose or no.
4.
Okay. 4. So,
That's a success. Do you choose to oppose?
what do you mean by oppose?
Do you want to obfuscate the truth? Or is that the truth?
That's the truth.
He is telling the truth.
I don't wish for other people to get harmed. If that's what you're asking me, I don't wish for other people to get harmed. But if they get in my way, I can't be held responsible for what happens with their lives.
I understand that, however, me, Duncan, Cletus, we're not a bunch of mercenaries hired goons to go and kill somebody. Dale is not here, unfortunately. We're not some group of hired guns that you can take along and go on a manhunt and take someone out. That's not what we do. Unless
I'm not
not finished. Unless they're the ones responsible for what's going on in this town. Then that's a different story. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you loud and clear, Clint.
Can I? Unless you got something lined up,
Mm-hmm.
I got an argument for you.
I'm listening.
one's cool. It's like white and blue one.
Yeah, that's something the first
Okay.
set of this are.
If that helps. I don't know
Yeah.
what you have lined up.
No, I think that would help in the long run. So, Clint, I hear you, and I understand where you're coming from. It seems that your goals and my goals may not be that different. The world would be a much better place if my brother weren't around. And if my brother does have a hand in what's going on here in town, which, judging from our conversation with Lady Hardcore, there's a very good chance that he does. It may be in your best interest for us to maintain our alliance.
It's fair.
Because when it comes right down to it, what my brother did to my sister is unforgivable, and I can't live my life knowing that he still breathes.
Are you interested, since the opportunity has presented itself, in asking him about Vicksburg?
Shh. Vicksburg, where the dead kept rising. What would I ask him about that? Because I don't know.
It's up to you, but it's been revealed in some way that something about his involvement, maybe not him, but Bayou Vermilion deals in some way with the dead coming back to life. Maybe you won't get answers.
But I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm going to say what I'm currently thinking, and if you can work on a character. We have to go take down Bayou Vermilion, okay? Mm-hmm. The town currently has two different things going on. Plant people, replicants going around, as well as the dead coming back to life. We cannot go up and say, hey, everyone, we're going to go to Bayou Vermilion and take them down into the town without defenses. We can't do that, right?
Sure.
So we can't just go leave town and do that. We have to resolve what's going on in town first, and then go to Bayou Vermilion, unless, there's a way to resolve those both at the same time.
You don't even know where Bayou Vermilion is.
Exactly. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. I don't want to go down and do two different things. We, have two branches. I want to make sure that they connect some way. See what I'm saying? We kind of, resolve both things at the same time.
The way I
if by
see it is
somehow
if we do.
taking care of the plant people weakens Bayou Vermilion and, figure out this, I don't want to go and make two entities.
It's possible that the plant people are unconnected.
Okay. That's kind of what I'm getting at. We have another problem in here too. I don't want to go and I don't want to say make two an enemy. Sure, they can be an enemy, but I'm not going to go abandon this hunt for we went in looking for a lead with how to deal with these plant people.
Well, that seems to be something you have to voice. So that sounds like Clint actually doesn't give a shit about the railroads.
That's
And then
true.
Then say that.
Yes, that's pretty much what I'm saying. I don't care about your family drama. I don't care about Bayou Vermilion going here. What I care about is the fact that the people of this town are dying due to these plant people. Unless that you know for a fact that company and Bayou Vermilion is responsible for it, I don't give a shit about your family drama. That's
So
what I'm trying to say.
let's say Clint just said those exact words.
Okay.
Right then.
Okay.
Not Sean.
And I would challenge you with this. I would say, when it gets right down to it, I'm the same way but complete opposite. If it came between killing my brother and saving the townspeople, I would kill my brother first. Because none of the people hold any sentimental value to me right now. But like I said, I don't want to kill people just to kill people. So it's kind of you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I'll help you figure out what's going on with these plant people, and we defeat them. But if that's going to help me, because Lady Harcourt already made it kind of a fact that she's got nothing to do with them, but she needs them gone. I would like to be on her good side, because having her in my back pocket would eventually lead to me killing my brother, because she wants him out of the picture anyway, as far as I know. Mm-hmm. So, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying he's got to die right now. I'm saying I want to be the one to do it, eventually, when we get there. After this meeting we just had, I clearly know that me personally is Jock, I'm not ready to do it. I can't just walk into his headquarters and kill
Gotcha.
him.
Okay.
But
I see what's going
let's
on.
take off the plant people
but
first.
That hasn't been voiced to Clint.
Right.
It's been voiced to Sean.
Right.
The self-doubt.
Right. So let me put
You've
that
been
into
portraying the character of Jacques as very competent.
Mhm.
And this is the first. So let me help. This is the first real moment of self-doubt you've seen from him.
Like okay.
If that helps. Does that help in this role-playing?
Yeah,
genre?
so I get what's going on. So then I would
And
counter.
as a commander, you see it.
Gotcha.
In the heat of battle, does that help?
So I see where this conversation goes. So I'm going to say this in response to this. I understand things better now. I'll tell you this. If you help me with this town, if this town is guaranteed safety, I will ride out with you, and I have no problem in taking out somebody that is doing another person wrong. I don't have a problem with that. Just like Atticus, I believe the world is out without better people, and I don't mind my protection that I give out to Black Horse to be extended upon other regions.
I appreciate that.
I'll say that. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? It'd be great if these things were connected. Even if they're not, I don't have objections to taking other people that are wrong for, he's dealing with raising from the dead.
Stopping bad people.
Yeah, he's dealing with raising from the dead. I saw that firsthand. That's bad. I want to stop that. So, yeah, in his character, that makes sense. So I'm just going to leave it there, okay?
Well,
I
sure,
appreciate
but I'd like you guys because it's fun.
Yeah.
Role play that out.
Yeah.
What would you noticing as a commander, a previous commander, noticing a soldier, a good soldier, down and out? What would be the military pep talk you give him to get that point across?
Man, the fuck up.
Sure, fine. Start with that. Just because it's fun. I like this shit.
So then I'll say this, okay? Kid, how old is he actually?
I think I said I was 30.
You're probably a little bit older than him, but not much older.
Hey. Have you been in a war? Because you don't look like the hardened battle type.
Can't say that I have.
Depends on how
Yeah.
you voice it, because
Mm-hmm.
you've lived your entire life in the South,
That's true.
in the Confederacy.
Can't say I've ever been to battle, but whole life's sort of been a war.
What did you do in that war? Did you fight or did you run from it?
Fought when I had to. Did a lot of running.
Because you're kind of... I'm just going to say what I'm thinking. You're far from your home. Your brother took over your company. You didn't go defend it. You ran. That's what it sounds like to me. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I know when I'm bested. I know I don't pick fights I know I can't win.
And I go, I look down at my missing hand and I go, yeah, I understand that. I saw shit, and quite frankly, I kind of wish I didn't fight for as long as I did, and lost reputation, lost a lot in that war. So, but I will say this.
The war, it's current events.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm ashamed now. Lost reputations. I kind of tried to fight
Well,
with people
I'm
that were covering
asking
it up.
what you mean by that war. Have you given up on it?
Part of me is saying I kind of ran from it too because I
Okay,
lost it.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm just asking for context.
So we're kind of both the same. We're both kind of running from something, but
Sure.
what I'm trying to say is there's a time where we're gonna have to run back into this war, and I know it's a lot to do, and I just gotta make sure you're ready for what's about to happen.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Clint. I know eventually I'm going to have to face my brother, but I want to be prepared. I want to go back home knowing that I can take him out.
And this company, are you ready to have it just get destroyed, or are you trying to?
It was never
overtake it?
about the company for me, Clint. Growing up, my sister practically raised me. I loved her very dearly, and she raised my brother too, but for some reason he thought it was best that she was out of the picture, and I couldn't stand for that. But at the time, I was too weak. There's nothing I could do about it. So I did what I thought was best. Sided with him. I thought perhaps if I sided with him and got close enough to him, I could take him out. But my brother, he just got stronger and stronger, and I didn't get much stronger at all. If I'm being honest, it scared me. The things I've seen him do, raising people from the dead, it's not natural. It's not.
So I'm gonna. So I.
Sorry.
So he just said like he saw people say. So you've seen him raise people from the dead.
Plenty of times.
For what purpose?
Whatever he felt like using them for. Mostly railroad building, but I wasn't too keen on what he used them for. I mean, I'm sure he used them in fights, wars, battles, perhaps.
Vicksburg.
Would I know if my brother was in that, or if he was like
You
I would know if he had a hand in that or not.
you wouldn't or not. You without. But you could ask for a description
Of the battle or the people.
of just like what the dead were doing.
What were
Because
the
that
dead doing?
matters.
They just.
You wouldn't know if he had a
They just kept coming back, and they would get shot, fall down, raise back up. They wouldn't stop and let their own kill unless you took out their head. But no matter what they did, they just kept getting back up. They were kind of mindless. One task to kill.
One task, you say.
one task is similar, but the level of dedication to the task is what's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Your brothers, they're puppets.
Right.
They're given basic tasks,
Mm-hmm.
and they do them. They can kill, certainly, but it's more the fact that they're dead. They're already dead. You can't hurt something that's already dead.
Mm-hmm.
So if you give something that's already dead, an undead puppet, if you give it the order to kill,
Mm-hmm.
the other person, doesn't matter how hard they fight, how hard they struggle,
Mm-hmm.
it's an undead puppet. You can't hurt it. You can't stop it.
Mm-hmm.
You could set it on fire. It has to burn to the point that it's non-functional before, and there's plenty of time to kill you in that amount of time. What he's describing is an organized fighting force. There's a
Okay.
difference between the two.
I'll admit it sounds a little different from the things I've seen my brother do. So I can't say for sure. But my brother's a businessman. Who's to say he didn't have a hand in it one way or another? I can't be sure.
Maybe you two both roll vigor for me.
Uh-oh, what's happening?
Just swap with a roll vigor. Continue.
Alright.
But Clint, when I gave you that gun, I know I haven't been completely honest with you, but
No bennies allowed.
I'm out.
when I
Okay.
gave you that gun as a sign of good faith,
Just for fun.
I genuinely meant it. I do feel as though I can trust you, and that's why I'm okay with telling you the truth now. I'm willing to help you with these plant people. I feel as though perhaps I'd be killing two birds with one stone. I want to stay in Lady Hardcore's good graces, but I also want to help you because this town means so much to you.
I've always known that my battle isn't always here. Black Horse eventually have to leave, and past 2 years I guess I've been hiding here, just making here, but people raising the dead, I gotta... That's personal for me. So yeah, if you need me, I'll help you take anyone out doing that.
It's much appreciated.
What did you two roll?
Roll a 3.
A 2.
you both stumble up drunk.
Ah, yes.
Oh, cheers to that.
Both stumble up.
Where he's a jolly good rookie.
Yeah, we get a round of applause for a shot.
Let's go! Hey, what you guys drinking? What y'all drinking?
We just
Yeah.
having a little heart to heart.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're gonna have that now? We're having a party.
Hey, that's
Hey, here's your heart to heart. Drink from the flask. That's mine. Okay, I don't give that out too. Yeah. Go ahead, enjoy.
For a minute there, you guys are resistant because you just had a very serious conversation. And you guys look at each other in the eyes and think, yeah.
let's go.
Fair.
All right.
Thanks.
Woo!
Yeah, good.
Good stuff you have.
And I
in
go,
there.
and I just go, and I just go
yeah.
get another drink. I'll do the same
That was
thing
taken
as well,
from a
so.
fucking pirate ship.
What?
Rum from a pirate ship.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so
tasty.
we have the. I guess the mayor still has to do his talk. We still have that roll that we have a +4 on for later. So.
So yes.
Oh, and my fireworks display.
Oh, can you do
So
that?
you've already succeeded. I would like you to describe it for us. Since you've already succeeded, tell us
Okay.
what it looks like. As you guys have... The party started proper.
Mhm.
And although there have been some serious discussions, still a party. Still time to drink, still time to revel, and still time to celebrate being alive, despite the fact that there's danger out here in the West.
This weird
But the
West.
people in the West survive. It's kind of what it was about. And it's time to celebrate that. So, Justin, please take
Okay.
it away as you describe your fireworks display.
Okay, I have one question. How long would it take me to get to... You said the town's T-shaped, right?
Yeah, it's along the railroad itself. It's a T-shape.
Okay, how long would it take me to get from one angle, like the 3 points? How long would it take?
At what speed?
I guess just walking. I mean, I'm not gonna run.
At a walking speed, 25 minutes.
Okay, fine, forget that. I was gonna put fireworks at each end, but that I can't time that. I can't have a fireworks.
But
set for
most of
25 minutes.
most of the party is happening along the shaft of the T, not
Okay.
the top, not
Okay.
the crossbar.
Okay, so I will put the fireworks in a spot where you get the most visual.
Sure, the
Representation of
train
it, yeah.
station is the top of the T.
So you do that then, yeah.
So I go up there, I set the fireworks in like a circle. I stand in the middle of the circle. Actually, no, I don't stand in the middle of the circle. That's dangerous.
They're all pointing at him.
And you raise your arms.
So I motion for the other deputies to come stand on the stairs with me. The fireworks are behind us, right? So
Actually, can I go like? Do you want the mayor to give his?
I was
speech
also
first?
going to say that maybe perhaps the mayor should.
It's
It's up to you guys if you want
But-
to do his speech.
Yeah, like we'll walk up the stairs. The mayor can be like at the bottom of the stairs giving a speech or whatever. We'll stand behind the
So
mayor.
let me ask you this: you guys know who the real heroes are?
Johnson.
It's you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are the real heroes.
Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck
But
the mayor. Yeah, let's go.
Let the mayor. Do you want to let the mayor be the? You can let him be the guy who takes credit. And that has its
think-
uses.
I think
I'm
we should-
personally fine with it.
Yeah, I'm
I
fine
think
with
we
that.
should let the mayor have let him take the limelight for this because at the end of the day, like I said, Jacques really doesn't care, but he now knows how much the town means to Clint. So if that's gonna make the town better,
It
Go
will
for it.
have its uses.
I'm gonna
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
say that.
Yeah.
exactly, that's
Yeah.
fine with me too. That'll work.
You gotta
Hey,
find the right
we've been
biscuits
doing this long
sometimes.
enough. We know politics.
Yeah.
DJ, you've been quiet.
I'm okay with this.
Okay.
Money.
So,
I'm definitely okay.
You're setting up the fireworks? Or are you letting the mayor know that it's time to make his speech? Or
Yes.
what's going on?
Yeah, I'll tell, well, these guys are drunk. I'll tell the mayor that, I heard you were giving a speech. Go ahead, you can do it now. Just please stand here.
You give him
Say
the
the word.
spot?
Yeah, just like, you know.
Okay.
He gets up a little bit to the left, a little bit.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
Well, it warms my heart to see these good Christian folk come on out tonight for an evening of celebration and remembrance. And although the heart weeps for those we've lost in these very, very dark times, we remember that Election Day is coming. And what is not our town but an elective body of governance and submission by the electors? Now, you're all wonderful people, and I would like to continue to be your public servant. So, for myself, I pledge for my own personal coffers $250 towards the families and kin of those lost, the Muckenfusses, and also the Munchins, and the other families who Sid doesn't feel like looking up right now. $250 to the next of kin to secure your votes for the continued safety of Black Horse. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
So I'm gonna go to the fireworks, and I'm gonna have the choir go. Da 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 da. The fireworks go off.
Meanwhile, we're standing on the steps. These two are like drunk.
No.
We're
So,
just like,
so what I was saying is, as you were like saying your finishing thing, and God bless, I just leaned over. I'm like, whoa! I'm just puking all over the place.
So the fireworks
You
now.
set off the fireworks. I will ask for the final roll.
Ooh.
This is a persuasion check. Choose amongst you who you would like to make.
I have a
this
4
roll.
persuasion,
I have an 8,
I have an 8.
but you have a
One
minus
does.
2 with persuasion with your clothes, so it should be mess.
but I changed my clothes.
Oh,
that's
very
very
nice.
You have a
clothes.
-1.
oh, so you still got scrapped.
Oh, even with the same clothes or new clothes? I thought I bought new clothes.
I don't recall.
I don't remember that either.
Maybe you want slightly better clothes.
I remember it was the
Right, because no. I went to go purchase new clothes with the mayor's money, too. Right? Didn't I stop at the tailor?
What?
Well, no wonder we're in debt.
Yeah.
don't
Did
recall.
I not do?
I don't remember.
I know my plan is.
No,
I feel like
I recall that was an intention, and then you found out it was credit and not cash.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I actually. Okay. Never mind.
It is a -1.
Actually, never mind. Just do it then.
I'll do it.
It's all you.
You don't have any bennies though.
Yeah.
Can you
I
use bennies for this?
I have 3.
Can you use bennies for this roll?
You can.
So
If
would you
you
rather you roll it once or me have 3 bennies roll the 4 though? That's all.
Or
I wait. I have
Set.
4 bennies and I have a 8 minus 1.
Let's
Yeah,
do it
you
then.
do
I think it's
yours,
better with
yeah,
you.
do yours.
Alright, use all these bennies. Let's go.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
So
8.
8.
the -3 deficit is
What?
reduced to 2.
It was if it was
Oh.
+4, so that was be 12 then, right? Because +4 with the roll. Alright, cool.
This is the hidden roll.
Gotcha. Alright, we got.
It's now -2.
Minus 3 what? I'm sorry.
We don't know what it is.
You don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
You
But now it's
don't
a
know what it is, but there was a -3
Okay.
to something. It is now -2.
Let's
Gotcha.
go.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a
All right, I'll take it.
successful event. As the fireworks go off and remind everyone, I'm proud to be an American, early to stand I'm
Proud to be a
freaking
Black Horse again!
There's a monster truck ramping.
Bald eagles. Ah, they're just flying across.
I like to take a minute to do some reminding you guys of, because I like to talk to the audience before I do this. One of the best parts of being a dungeon master is the storytelling. But sometimes you have documents upon documents that even your players forget. And I'd like to take a minute to remind my players of their own backstories, if you'll permit me. In the fireworks, I'm going to go around.
Okay.
Jacques. You have no reason to be proud to be an American. In fact, America has been nothing but cruel to you.
True.
However, there is no other place in the world where you can be whatever you want to be, as long as you're good enough to be it. America is capitalism. And you've made your life on capitalism. You're the best there is at what you do. You're reminded as those fireworks go off that this is the only place on earth where you're truly measured on how good you are at what you do. Cletus, you were born here as a black man in a time when it wasn't good to be a black man. But you might be a shyster. But you're the best goddamn shyster you've ever met. And on top of that, they've never caught you. And as far as you're concerned, they're never going to catch you. So suck it, white man. I'm saying that in context of the era, not now. Not 2022. In context of the era. The government ain't caught you, they ain't never gonna catch you.
And now he's a deputy.
Yeah, look how far you've come. Look at what you've done over lying and cheating your way to the top. And you did in this time period as a person of color. You're a master craftsman. Something to be proud of. Even if, as you watch those fireworks burst, you're like, damn, I'm fucking good.
As you throw up on the stairs.
Duncan. Have you ever... We've all sat at a party and felt lonely in a room full of people. You look down at that ring on your finger. It's lonely here. You think about the ghosts that walked all the way here. And weirdly, you think about how you weren't even a person those years. And how having responsibility made you a person again. But you've kind of forgotten about responsibilities that you've chosen in the past. And you sit lonely for a moment. Before the noise kicks back in. Clint. You were in charge of a group of men who weren't in charge of themselves. And they chose to volunteer their lives in service of a nation that didn't respect them and didn't value them. And it hits you now how different people may be. They're people. People are the same. And it reminds you of why you fought in the first place. And that even people who aren't treated fairly are people and don't deserve less. And there's a quiet moment of reflection as those fireworks go off. And you all sit together for a moment and have those thoughts. So I ask, as the Dungeon Master, do those thoughts stir any drunken conversation amongst you? Or do you just let them be as they are? Inner moments of reflection about the nature of humanity and the world we all share, as we often do when we're drunk, and as we often voice, or as simultaneously often as we let go unspoken. I offer to you guys now, for a moment to speak not as characters, even though in character, but the shared human experience that we all have in a world that isn't compassionate or caring or even relatively nice to all of us. In a particularly hard time in human history.
So, Clint is gonna...
And I will say that you've set off the fireworks, and they're continuing to go off, and you've gone to the sheriff's office, and you guys are sitting on the porch watching.
So Clint is going to be looking down, then he'll look over to Jacques and say, "Hey Jacques, how'd the pig taste?"
You know, it's actually pretty tasty.
And that's all he's going to say.
And that's what we're going to as good as these nuts.
Well, you know what?
So,
though? I understand what I kind of. You say?
No.
Did you actually say that to me?
No, I kind of love that as an opener.
That's an opener.
Yeah, because honestly, you asked that, and Jacques takes a minute, and he's like, all the shit that we talked about, all the stuff that happened at this party, like, he had to sit and really think about it, and because he did have something to eat like at the
Of
party,
course, yeah.
and he for a second he's like, oh wow, this is really good, but then like, it went over his head because of all the stuff he had to think about.
Yeah.
So when you asked him that, he looked at you like, are you serious? But then he went, actually, it was pretty good. It was tasty. Like it was because he had never had pig roasted like that from Battle Bites.
bro.
So it was like, it was pretty
Roll
good.
So that, kind of like I'm going to say is like,
That was kind of what I was getting at.
I'm going to be looking
The
like,
whole speech.
I'm going to say, "Hey guys, you know, I know what you're all thinking. Like, we got plenty of people running among town. We got the dead walking back to life. And the first thing I want to do is throw a goddamn party. But, goddamn, we've had some shit luck, all of us. Put into some situations where it seems like life's unfair to all of us. I know some more than others. I'm looking at you like I know like his shit more than others. That sometimes when we get a chance to kind of just sit back and actually enjoy the life that we're allowed to live because we're somehow, as unlucky we are fortunate to live this life we live. We just got to be able to enjoy it. We got to be able to enjoy a roast pig. We got to be able to enjoy being able to shoot apples with some friends. And I'm going to say friends for the first time to some of these people, and we're also able to just, able to drink and just sit down and relax. Sometimes we need moments like these. And if we need moments like these, those people out there might need moments like these too. Because we can't begin to understand the hardship that everyone's been able to do, but we can do something about letting them enjoy their lives. And that's all I really want to say about this. And I hope you guys understand what I tried to do. And I'm going to take a drink and just sit back and enjoy it. And that's kind of what I have to say to this thing right there.
Anybody?
I was just taking it all in, really. I didn't really have anything.
Why not?
I mean, why not?
Why doesn't Cletus have anything to say?
Yo, what the fuck? You're not there, punk? Get out your give your back.
I'm still sitting there. I'm still sitting there drunk.
No, I just does any other character have anything they want to say?
Yeah,
Because I feel like this is the first moment of legitimate, a moment of friendship that these characters have.
just
had.
like a moment of being characters.
And it doesn't
Finally,
have
came
to-
together.
It doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't always have to be dramatic. Because these are so. You guys will admit me to throw in. Sean, Justin, we play D&D. These are some of the best moments.
They really are, though. Let me see. What would Jacques do? Okay. So, after he heard that whole speech from Clint, Jacques leans back, and
The creaking of the chair as the
yeah,
front legs come off the floor.
yeah, and he's just thinking about he's thinking about what Clint said, but he's thinking about like his life up until now, like how he's let his hatred for his brother, like, I guess poison him for the most part. Like
I got it.
At the end of the day, like,
Hate is poison.
yeah,
It
Jacques
hurts
is
you.
he was a happy kid growing up. Yeah, they had hard times and like hardships and stuff like that, but he really loved his sister, and at the time, he loved his brother too. But, then shit went sideways when his brother killed his sister and everything like that, and that really changed him. And from that point on, he kind of just like kept to himself, because in the back of his head, he was always part of him was angry, and the other part of him,
hindrances of being suspicious and cautious. Came
exactly.
into reality,
And like for the most part, at the core of it, he was afraid of his brother, because growing up, he thought his brother was like the strongest being in the world. But venturing out, becoming the Black Horse, meeting these guys, and like diving more into his love of science and things like that.
Yeah.
He's starting to realize that, he's still, like, at the core, he still wants his brother dead. But he's slowly starting to realize, well, he might be able to do it now. Because he's got people that he can consider friends. People that he can consider allies. He's still suspicious of them, but he's not so suspicious of them that he knows he can trust them up to a point. Especially Clint, now that he knows he's pretty much told Clint everything. Yeah. So for the first time, like in a long time, he's letting his guard down. And he's just like,
can I help you?
No, he's just,
He leans back and he just goes, yeah.
Yeah, when he does that, and he's like, you know what? The vendor's still open. I'm still kind of
all
hungry.
that's inside, and he just goes,
Yeah. But it's like,
No, I love that.
are they
I really
still
love
open
it.
up?
Yeah, can you get me
I'm
some
really
of that?
hungry.
Yeah, give me some of that pork. I actually never got it. Give me some of that.
Of course, I got you. Anybody else? You guys?
Oh hell yeah, you count me in.
All right, yeah. So he walks up to get some more stuff. He grabs your flask again. He's like, I want some more of this.
Whoa!
And he walks off to get the guy some food.
I love that. That's excellent. Either of you guys? They've had their moment of the spotlight. Anything you guys want to do? Can be simple, can be small, can be internally reflective.
Yeah, I think really from Cletus's perspective, he's not. I don't think he's gonna say anything outright
Sure.
or anything along those lines. But as far as his character development and the arc of his character
Sure.
goes, I feel like he's starting to see that like he doesn't have to be in this life or in this world alone. And he's been traveling his whole life, getting run out from town to town, never really feeling like he belonged. He just found a way into town, tried to screw a bunch of people, and
Sure.
when their time was up, he was on the road to the next town. So it's the first time that he's kind of gotten into a sense of belongingness.
For a minute with some guys have been like, yeah,
Yeah. So
I love it.
I
It's awesome.
think that's his big thing.
I'm happy for him.
Okay. I'm just like kind of looking down, like kind of fidgeting with the ring, like kind of like almost staring past it, like
Sure,
zoned out
yeah.
sort of thing.
When it's not quite in focus.
Yeah, it's just like you're so like scatterbrained and just like all over the place. And I look up and I see like Dale's drinking from like a big jug of just like
Yeah.
like X, three X's, yeah, all
yeah.
that. And Clint and Jacques are like eating pork, and like Cletus is like throwing up over a railing. And I just kind of like look back down and smile to myself. I don't really say anything,
Sure.
but it's just kind of like
There's
that.
There's a
moment.
minute there of. Sometimes the worst part of being human, the worst parts, is the best parts.
Mhm.
You look around and he shouldn't be drinking that.
Yeah.
And obviously he shouldn't be drinking that because Cletus is throwing up over a railing. And pork's bad for your heart. But goddamn, there was a minute of sitting here and just being human together.
Yeah, it's that moment of like you're so like anxious and like replaying the past, and like you can't really like focus on anything, but then you think about like, oh, like right here where I am, like I've got like good people surrounding me and everyone's like, enjoying themselves. You can tell everyone's relaxed, and it's like that kind of like you bring yourself to that moment and you're just like, oh, okay, like this is like what I need to.
This is what I'm fighting for.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's a good place to end tonight's episode. I think on that message. I know things are tough out here in 2022 election season. Thank you for joining us. Kind of the reason that we started Of Dice and Men was the shared human experience of storytelling. And we, here at Of Dice and Men, highly recommend that you give tabletop role-playing a try. Because there is no different story than sharing a story with your friends. We hope you will join us next time for the next episode of Dice and Men, The Weird West. Good night, and thank you.
So now that the